can't generate atmosphere like a stadium on a YouTube channel. Who said you can't do that? It certainly wasn't the Irish Hotspur. I mean, that music has got me absolutely bloody pumped up. I cannot wait. Hopefully we've got you all pumped up as well. Welcome to the Watchalong for today's massive London derby. And my God, we need to sting them bees where it hurts big time and take away their pot of honey. They're on a good honey trail lately, beating Chelsea, beating West Ham, second most points in London derbies this season. But scrap that. We've got Son, we've got Kane, we've got Kulu, we've got Bentancur. Let's get at them today. As you can see, the lineups across the bottom of your screen. Hugo Lloris in goals. Emerson keeps his place at right wing back. Whether he should or not is a different story. We've got the same back three: Dyer, Davies, and Romero. Then at left wing back, we have Session in replace for Sergi Reguilon. So that is the only change to the lineup. Of course, then Pierre-Emile Højbusquets and Rodrigo Benteke's four in the midfield. And then we've got the beautiful ginger from Sweden, the absolute mule, Kulusevski. Then we've got two world-class players in Son and Kane. That completes that lineup. But Jack, my man, how are you? Are you pumped up for this game?
Looking forward to it, Dave. I'm actually looking forward to the way that even Brentford have set up, with the 4-3-3, not as maybe conservative as I was kind of maybe fearful as well. So maybe it could be more of an exciting game, to be honest, Dave. Maybe I could see more goals in it than I did before. Also looking forward to just the fact, Dave, that, the only thing he's changed is really the left wing back situation. He hasn't really panicked too much. Like to see Sessegnon maybe prove a few doubters wrong, including maybe, myself, to be fair, because I kind of thought Reguilon, was still the best choice. Looking forward to see what Sessegnon does. Maybe he'll actually put it away when Højbjerg puts that ball across for the back post to get, Højbjerg gets that assist, Dave. Yeah. Looking forward to this one, Dave. And we're doing bee hunting. We're doing bee gathering, Dave, some bee gathering.
Get the wasp suit out, guys, because we are going out and doing some bee gathering. We're collecting the bumblebees. But look, let's see what Irish Hotspur Army is in the building with us today for today's game. We have the Spurs fan. He says, guys, come on, you Spurs. The regulars in the building. He also says, guys, big up the regular. We've got Moon Doggy Dog. He says, come on, you Spurs. Come on, Dyer and Romero. Big up, Moondog. Hopefully, Dyer gets that goal for you today, brother. We have Brian McGuire. Moondog, what does your gut feeling tell you about this game? I'm very nervous about this game. Well, Moondog, let him know, my man. We've got Robbie Keane in the building, says, guys, all we need to do is win this game and put the pressure to the scum. They made 4 changes. Hopefully, that will weaken their team. I really do hope so, my man. Big yourself up. And, of course, look, Ericsson does start for them today. Mick Hermlock is in the building with us, says, good afternoon, lads. 2-1 to Spurs. Come on, you Spurs. Just got back from work, just in time. Always on time, my man. I cannot wait. We are literally 8 minutes away from kickoff. Carl Simpson says, guys, big up, Carl. I hope you're keeping well, brother. We've got old soul. Come on, you Spurs. Get the ball and stay on it. Now back to buy pie and chips. Absolutely love that. What sort of pie are you going after, my man?
Eating too good, Dave.
I'd be a bit of a pie connoisseur. I do like a bit of pie. So do let me know what you're going for, my man. But big up old soul. Island Life also says, guys, my man, hope you're keeping well. Tequila 316. Got a bad feeling about this. Can smell a draw. Look, we'll wait and see. I think we'll know inside the first 5 minutes, to be honest with you. Clayton Clark says, come on, you Spurs. Come on, Kane. Let's get after these today. Let's get the win, my man. I love the name as well. NJ123 says, good afternoon, all. Big up, lads. Come on, you Spurs. Come on, let's get after them.
Legend.
Dermot from Tottenham Tantrum Gold says, live from Kildare, Ireland, he's the undisputed, undefeated Spurs and Ireland fan in the world. David Harry the King, Irish Hotspur Harris. Come on, you Harris Army. And look, I think you'll all agree, I make match days better for fans all around the world that can't get to the stadium. That's why we're here. We want to enjoy match days with all you guys from around the world. Big yourself up.
Love you, Dermot.
Big up, Dermot. We have Ribsy in the house. My man, Ribsy, awake from down.
Good to always see you, Ribsy.
I
feel like we miss Ribsy for a bit. Now he's here all the time. It's good to have Ribsy back. It's good to have Ribsy back, the regular.
Ribsy, let me know what time it is, because if it's an acceptable time over there, there's no excuse for William Kelly not to be by your side, my man. Dermot also says, live from Brooklyn, New York, He is the biggest Spurs fan in the USA. He is the man with all the stats.
Oof.
Jack, son, stats, man, Kaniki. And I mean, look, if you ever want to
Too
know
kind,
anything
Dermot.
about any opposition or the players, he is your guy right here. Sorry, this way. Yeah, whatever way. I can't, my wrist doesn't then bend that back that far. But you get what I'm saying, guys. But big up, my man. We have John
Legend.
Ennis. It's time for the players to stand up, man, and show everyone we are Tottenham. We are top four. Come on, you Spurs. Come on. Big up, Dave. And big up, Jack. Big up, John N. Absolutely love that. Get me
Legend.
pumped, my man. Pumped. Ricky Nadeau says, big up, Dave and Jack. Come on, you Spurs. Big up, Ricky. Good to see you in the building. Daniel Larson is also here. Come on, you Spurs. Vital game today. Hope Session has a good game. And like Jack said, hopefully he can have a good game. I really do hope he does. We want to win today. Celery Agent, come on, you Spurs. Big up, Celery. Dark Song G. Yeah, they changed the referee before the game. Actually, breaking news to people. It's not breaking anymore. But Andre Mariner was supposed to be the referee. An hour before kickoff, they decide he's not the referee. And that Mr. Atkinson is. Why? I'm not sure. If anybody does know why, please put it in the comments and let me know. But if we see some dodgy VAR decisions, some dodgy refereeing decisions, well, we know exactly why. We know exactly why. But Dark Son G says next week, Leicester versus Spurs, Wolves versus Brighton at the same time. Look, forget Wolves versus Brighton. Wolves won't be getting top four. I hate the Seagulls. It's all about Spurs Leicester next week. As long as we win today, my man, we've got to get the victory today and then bring on Leicester and let's see what they have to offer. Big up, Dark Son G. Really appreciate it.
Dark Son G.
Leighton Evelyn, don't get too cocky, lads. It would bite you in the ass. Look, if it does, it does. I actually don't care, to be honest with you, because I love my club. I like being cocky about my club. Everyone else hates us. Everyone puts us down. A lot of our own fans base put us down. Someone has to change that tide. Someone has to be cocky. Someone has to believe. And someone has to praise our players and our team. And that's exactly what I do, Leighton. Big yourself up, my man. I hope you're keeping well. Dark Son G says, come on, you Spurs. Let's win by at least 3 goals today for goal difference. Everybody, get your score predictions in. Let me know what you think the score would be. But, Jack, what's your score prediction?
Dave, I kind of have gone for that 2-0, against the run of play, kind of professional, kind of assassin sort of kind of win. You just get in, get out with 3 points. The 4-3-3 with Brentford kind of makes me think we're getting more goals than actually I was going in with. So I'm going 3-0 or 3-1 to the lads for this one, Dave.
No, 100%. Same here, my man. Same here. Absolutely love it. And Jack, your audio is grand now. Earlier on, you sounded like Darth Vader, but it's absolutely spot on now, my man.
I mean, to be fair, Dave, while the hype music was coming in, with Nick, who actually did a fantastic job, on that intro. I mean, it also, I believe, had some singing from the Match Day vlog, if I'm not mistaken, as well. It was beautiful to see. Absolutely beautiful to see. And hopefully everybody is in here. I'm seeing some 2-0s. I kind of have gone originally for the 2-0 as well. Dark Son G, I think I might have missed his what's he gone for? At least he's gone for at least 3 goals. Maybe the 4-1, maybe a 4-1 Dark Son G.
Big up, Dark Son G. Look, I'm going to be modest. I'm going to go 6-0. No, I'm only messing. I'm actually going to be modest. I am going to go 2-0, guys. 2-0 to Tottenham. Get in, get the job done, get the 3 points and get home. And then let us all watch Fury and White tonight. It's going to be an absolute brilliant boxing match. But big up, Dark Son G. Really appreciate the support, brother. Justin Grierson says, hi, guys. Big game today. Come on, you Spurs. Of course, it is absolutely massive. Massive the 3 points are today. We really need the draw. Is no good to us today. Era of no tomorrow. I love that. He says, need to match Arsenal results. Hopefully we win a +2 goal difference. Look, we win today. We're still six goals ahead of them, plus whatever we add on to it today. So goal difference, not really too concerned about just yet, my man. Big yourself up. Jamie Gitz says, hey, boys, we need to treat the team we are facing as if they are Arsenal and not Brentford. Could not agree more, my man. Absolutely. Big yourself up. Look, we just got to go out there and get the job done. We ain't having it. Good to see you in the building. Says time to shine, boys. It really is, my man. We've got to go out there, put on a glitzy performance and just show it to Arsenal. It doesn't matter what you do. We're not Bottleham anymore. We're not Spursy anymore, Paddy Higgins says, love the last few watch-alongs, except for last week when Jack wasn't here and we got beat. Jack's back. 3 points are back. So superstitious. Come on, you Spurs. Jack, this comment's all about you. What would you say to Paddy?
Paddy, normally I think I'm always the bad luck charm. I'm a very superstitious person, when it comes to Spurs, and you can't not be when it comes to Spurs because the inconsistency of this team. Sometimes you think, oh, just because I wore the White Sox today, that's why we lost. I'm that sort of guy, Paddy. So if I'm your good luck charm for the watch alongs, I'm good to be back, man. It's glad to be back. Love you, Paddy. Really appreciate it, brother.
Big up, Paddy. Good to have you, my man. Big yourself up, lad. Let's see what we got. A lot of people in the chat today. They're absolutely buzzing for the game today. We have Harrison Brownlee. Come on, you Spurs. Not very confident, though. Now, look, hopefully we get a win and we can put the confidence back in the fan base. Ayanami says, Kois, big yourself up. John017, the best hunting channel on YouTube. Big up, lads. I'm a nervous wreck. Good luck right in session. Look, I think we're all a bit nervous. Look, we wouldn't be Spurs fans if we weren't a bit nervous. But sometimes you just got to thrive in the pressure situations. You've got to enjoy it. Look, if we want to go and win trophies, every game is going to be like this from the start to the very end of the season. So let's get the practicing in now of relishing the pressure. Big up, my man. Really appreciate support. Ollie Freeman's in the building. Come on, Spurs. Let's smash these, Ollie. Hopefully we get a big performance for you today, my man, because, look, you were over there for the Brighton game and it was harsh, man. It was harsh, so hopefully we get a good performance for you today. Old Soul, chicken and leek and potato pie. Whoa, that sounds good. If I'm ever over where you're living, man, I'm popping in for some of that. That's a good pie. Big yourself up. Ribsy's up at 2:30 a.m. Jesus Christ, my man. Fair play to you, lad. Tony Austin is up. Big up, my man. Hope you're keeping well. We have Wes the King. He says, what's up, guys? Big up, Wes.
Big up, Wes.
Keeping well. Good to see you, man. Good to see you. Hope you're keeping well, Wes. Dermot says, Dave, did you not do the main intro? I did. I think I got them, Dermot. I think I got them all, my man. I think I did. But look, too late to go back now, Dermot. Too late to go back. But big up, my man. Dan Ench is very nervous for this one, lads. Man, you rolled over the scum. We need a performance today. Look, 100% we do. We need a big performance, my man. Big yourself up. We've got punch bag workouts in the house. Big yourself up. Big up, everyone. We will learn it all today. Do we want to? If we can't beat Brentford, then we shouldn't be in the race for top four. It's that simple. No, 100%. Look, I could not agree more with you there, my man. I mean, look, if we don't beat Brentford, we don't deserve to be playing against Real Madrid's, Inter Milan's, Barcelona's, Bayern Munich's, Dortmund's. We just don't. We just don't. So we got to win today. And that's it at the end of the day. No excuses, punch bag. Big yourself up. Justin Grierson, Slow Jamrod is in with us. Big yourselves up, everybody. Adrian Choya says 4-1. Come on, you Spurs. That's what I'm talking about. I'm loving the optimism and the positivity, brother. That's exactly what we're talking about here. I love to see that. Let's get after them, guys. We really do need to pull a result out of the bag here today. Big up, Adrian Choya. I really appreciate support. Dark Sun G says Atkinson was the ref for the 5-1 win versus Newcastle. Maybe that's why they gave us him then, Dark Sun G, because they want us to be able to get the win, my man. Hopefully that's exactly why, lad. That would be absolutely awesome. If we got the win and another thrashing underneath him. We want him then for every game, Dark Sun G. What an absolute legend. Big up, brother. Really do appreciate the support, my man. Absolute top, man. You crack me up. You really do. Matt C's in the building as well. Big up, Matt C. Same as Nick. Good to see you. Hey, yeah, I know. I don't like it either, Nick. It stinks of something anyway, for sure, brother. It really does. David Janola's back in the house. Tony Buttigieg and Bird's Eye View as well. Big yourselves up. We are all up for it, my man. We are all up for it. Absolute legends. And Trace MUFC says, come on, Spurs. Get top four and stuff the Gooners. Look, bad result for you earlier on today. I was actually hoping that United would do us a favour, to be honest with you, my man. Look, it did not turn out like that. And look, I don't know what's going on at your club at the minute, man, but hopefully, you can get it sorted out. But guys, we are up and running with the game. We are 1 minute, 35 seconds in if anybody does want to sync up. Nick has taken a break. He's on holiday this weekend. So that's why we don't have the scoreboard up. But just ask him. We will let you know exactly where we are in terms of minutes on the game, guys. But Trace MUFC, come on. I'm glad you're turning in and supporting Spurs today. That's exactly what we want. Big yourself up. At least you're not sour over it, towards Tottenham. Absolutely love that, my man. Big yourself up, Trace MUFC. Come on. Hopefully we can beat Brentford, beat the Gooners to top four. Really do appreciate support. Everybody, make sure you smash that like button if you are new to the channel. Smash that subscribe button if you are new to the channel as well. And even if you're not new, smash that like button because it really helps us. And guys, What also really helps us in order to do this full time is if everyone grabs a €5 membership or sends in a super chat with your thoughts. Basically, you skip to the very top of the queue. We will get to it and give it a good talking point. But do not worry if you're not in a position to be able to do so. We know it's really tough out there at the minute. At least get your comments in the chat and let us know your thoughts. But look, we will get into the game here now. And it is looking like that is Bentancur on the ball to Højbjerg, back to Bentancur. Lovely bit of 1-2 there. Out to Emerson, into Højbjerg. Højbjerg to Dyer. Not at walking pace, which is good. Now he's gone to walking pace. And because he goes to walking pace, he puts Ben Davies under pressure with a shitty pass. That's all Eric Dyer. Fuck's sake, will you wake up, you absolute moonhead? Don't put your arms up. You're standing there doing a pass at walking pace. You go to walking pace, the mistake happens. Wake up. Jack, that's shocking.
I mean, moon boots, Dave. Dave, we've seen moon boots. He wants to have ages on the ball. He wants to be able to pick whatever pass he wants at times. It's just what happens to him, Dave. He just gets punished for it. That's all it is. And he just seems like he thinks he can have an age on the ball, especially in the beginning of games, Dave. I'm surprised Moon Boots does this. He did this at West Ham when we even were there live personally, Dave. He had a few moments on the ball where he just thought he had ages.
Now, he better go and win this because we struggle from set pieces. So he better go and win this to make up for it. It's a corner in by Ericsson. And it is cleared by Ben Davies. But Jack, now do you know why I get onto the guy about doing things at walking pace? Because when you do, mistakes happen like that.
No, typical Dave. Like I said, I mean, he's kind of the reason we're here in the first place in top four, but he can also be a guy that can hurt us in the game at the same time.
Yeah, 100%. Brentford winning another corner here from just a simple long ball. Romero lackadaisical on the ball. And then Brentford now with another corner. Christian Eriksen getting love from the Spurs fans and applauding him on his way over to take the corner. Spurs fans, absolutely fair play to them. You know, it's a miracle that he's still out there playing. Just put in a shit corner, though. Please. Oh. It's a corner kick here from Christian Eriksen. He's gone with a high lofted one to the back post, and nobody is on him, Ivan Toney. And it's another free header when he puts it across. Nobody picking him up whatsoever. That's absolutely shocking. Oh, and now we know why they changed the referee, because they're just going to give Brentford another corner when it wasn't. That's why. It's already a shit start to the game. It's a shit start. Eriksen, look, they've definitely done their homework. They're going to mix up these set-piece routines. Wonder where Eriksen will float this one too. He couldn't beat the first man at Tottenham, and now he lifts
Tony
the back again. And he's free again! The same corner twice in a row! Fucking hell! Jesus Christ, that is shocking. Wake up. Jack, does that not infuriate you? 2 corners in a row going to the man, free at the back post for a bloody volley.
Is it because we're doing zonal marking, Dave? Is it just that reason? You know, when zonal marking, they just know they can ping it to a certain area that no one will probably think they're responsible for, and they just let that go through as well.
Oh, we are all over the place here, Jack. I don't know what it is. I think it's just switching off and just being lazy, to be honest with you. I mean, the one before that went there. You already nearly seen the danger. Just go and deal with it. You know, it's absolutely shocking. Piss take. That's a woeful 6 minutes. Romero looking for people to drop into the space. No one wants to do it. Dyer on the body. He's actually running now, thank God. Out to Ben Davies. Ben Davies looking for the option inside. No one there. Session's right beside him. He gets it into Big H. Good tackle by Eriksen. Bentancur tries a first-time ball over the top for Sonny on the half volley. Decent effort. That's better, though. Raya, who's the goalkeeper? Is it Raya, Jack?
Pressed up a bit higher here.
Yeah, we look like we're pressing a bit higher, but there's no urgency to press the guy on the ball whatsoever. Now that's what we're talking about, Kulu. Now, Kane, go. Don't be lazy, fucker. Go. I think we're going to have to be patient on this one, Jacko.
I could see a goal in the first half, Dave. Don't worry, my man. I see it happening in the first half.
Sushen Regmi says, David sounds hella nervous. Chill, lad. No, look, I am nervous. I'm not going to lie. I'm nervous, but like I have every right to be when you see Dyer walking on the football and then puts in a shit pass to Ben Davies, leaves it short and puts him under pressure, and they build a couple of set pieces from it.
What a ping. Well done, Emerson.
Get stuck, son. You know, like if Dyer just done the right things and was actually on his toes on the ball, then that pass doesn't happen and that mistake doesn't happen and puts under pressure.
There you
Well
go, Ben.
done. Well done, Dave. He's all over the back of him. Brentford have the ball here. They're trying to come down the right-hand side. Emerson comes flying out. He left one on him.
Love to see it. Thank you, sir.
Bentancur to Sonny.
There you go, son.
Sonny
Good
Kane.
pass. Fine, coup. Oh, you got to put more on that Kane. There you go. All right.
Bit more on it.
Don't let him out of there. Don't let him out.
That's better from Emerson.
Ah, come on, Højbjerg.
That's crap touch by Højbjerg. But that's better from Tottenham Hotspur. That's more like it. Getting the all front three.
I think Kane doesn't need to panic there. He's being a bit unselfish there, maybe Kane. You know, he doesn't need to panic there if he doesn't have this. You know,
take a bit longer on the ball.
All right, maybe he had to play it. Maybe he did have to play it. Just needs to be a bit better, I guess.
Yeah. Brentford had to go the ball here at the goalkeeper. He's going to look to go along here to Ivan Toney. No, it's not out. It's a flick on. It's a throw in here to Tottenham down the left-hand side. Session on the ball. He's trying to steal a few extra yards from the throw-in. Fair play, kiddo. I love to see that. Dyer makes the move towards it, and he can't even control a bloody football. He can't even control a bloody football. Please don't put me through this today, Dyer. I beg you. Please do not put me through this today. Done a good job getting everybody revved up for the game, trying to get rid of the nervousness for the people, and then Dyer starts like that. Brentford building up here from the back. Happy to pass across the back. Kane just jogging across the back. Defender stepping up with the ball, pass it into midfield, just free there between Højbjerg and Bentancur. No one picking him up.
That was Mbuemo dropping deep. Here you go, Kulu. There you go.
Well done, Kulu. That's good pressure.
That was Mbuemo dropping deep. It's kind of interesting, though. Actually, that midfield was clogged up, Dave. All their midfield options were, you know, at least not available to them, at least in that little situation.
Just the people up in the apartments getting a free view of the match. Look. Into Lloris. Lloris, ooh, dicey. To Ben Davies, kept his composure. Go on, Ben. Keep running with it, Ben. Pass it to Bentancur, to the right guy. Come on, Bentancur. Look at Emerson. Emerson made the run. He slows it down to Højbjerg. Højbjerg with a ball into Harry Kane. Harry Kane being wrestled off it. Back to Brentford. We're getting better. We're starting to get a little bit more into the game.
There you go, Emerson.
That's what you should have done last week.
Okay.
A week too late.
Well done, Romero.
That's why I love this guy.
All right, come on, Bentancur. Come on, Lolo. Okay, turn, Sonny.
Come on, Sonny. Be a bit more electric than that. Sonny comes back inside to Bentancur, to Højbjerg.
Possession then.
To Dyer. To Romero. Romero looking up for options. No one there, so he's recycled it to Bentancur. Bentancur out to Højbjerg. Play it to Ben on the run. That's what I'm talking about. Give it to Session. Beat your man. Get the ball in. Session comes back inside. Back inside to Højbjerg. This is better from Tottenham. Recycling it left to right to Dyer.
Right, deep in their half now. Deep in their half. There you go.
Romero.
Lovely.
It's a penalty. He's thrown him to the ground. He's literally thrown him to the ground. I didn't even look at him
there, Dave.
I mean, Jack, if you want to be all over him, you want to ride him like that, just buy a saddle. Ask him.
Oh my God, ref. Thought the Fury fight was later, Dave.
I mean, if the Arsenal one got, if Arsenal got one for that earlier, I failed to see how that one's not one. Looks like VAR check is over though. It's a Tottenham corner. Sonny with the outswinger. Oh, Romero just inches away from it. And it's gone out for another Tottenham throw over the opposite side of the pitch. Session all the way back to Højbjerg. Højbjerg to Emerson. Oh, Jesus Christ, he makes me nervous. To Dyer. To Romero. Romero to Kulu. Kulu holds off two players in between them. Lovely. To Bentancur.
There you go.
Oh, good play to Højbjerg. Davies, keep going, Ben. Session on the ball, overlapping. Into Højbjerg.
Yes. Oh, yes.
Session, get the cross in, Session.
Well done, boys. That's beautiful.
Football. Come on, Spurs. It's a lot better football. That's what I'm talking about. It's a Tottenham corner here. See if we can get another good delivery. That last delivery was good. Romero was inches away from it. Are we going for the in-swinger or the out-swinger, Jacko?
I think it's always been an in-swinger with Sonny.
Oh, yeah, Sonny's on it over the other side. Yeah, it's going to be an in-swinger. Put this one right in the middle, right onto Dyer's head. Come on, let's get it for Moondog.
You could go for one of those floaty ones, though, which you could consider out, kind of a bit of
yeah.
a swinger. But,
shocking corner kick from Sonny. That's worse than when Ericsson used taking them for Spurs.
Not as bad as Lo Celso, to be fair to him.
No, not as bad as Lo Celso, but it's a shocking.
Oh, Romero getting stopping.
Stopping them.
It's ours as well. It's ours as well.
Ah, he's a legend. It's Emerson on the ball. I'd love to see him just get on the ball and beat 5 or 6
There you go. Yeah, there you go.
Out to Davies.
Give it back to Pierre.
Davies
he's all over him again, ref.
Yeah, he's all over him. That's good. This is good sustained pressure in Brentford's half. We have them sitting really deep here. Højbjerg on the ball again. We're just building another attack. Dyer into Bentancur. To Romero. Back to Dyer. Good control this time. It was a sloppy pass from Romero to Davies. Davies, a good ball into Sonny, and that's a poor pass by Sonny.
I think he hit that a bit too hard.
To be gone.
He just needs to control that.
Yeah.
Or I guess he's just expecting Session to move there. You might be right, Dave, actually.
William Pretty says all-out defenders need to get defenders like Romero, 100%, my man. Jono says our passing is crap. Look, it's getting better. We're growing into the game. So we are, my man.
There we go. There we go.
King Hodler, I'm okay with this so far. It's not a bad start, my man. And Ollie Freeman says if Kane had gone down, I think that would have been a penalty. I think so as well, my man. I really do. I really do. Oh, Emerson on the football here. To Dyer. He looks like he's in a rush for once. Happy days. Over to Romero. Romero holds on to it. Tries to draw them out. Back to Emerson. Dyer takes an eternity on the ball and goes back to Hugo Lloris. Go on, go long. They're not expecting it. It's a good ball out by Hugo into Emerson or into Romero's chest. No, it's gone out for a throw-in. That was stupid. We put ourselves under pressure there by going all the way back to Hugo when there was no need for it.
I think if Hugo's going to go to Romero there, he just should go to Dyer.
But like, why are we going all the way back to Hugo in his box? Why is he not pushing out to the edge of his box if he wants to be an option for Dyer anyway?
Yeah, fair play. He needs to be basically, just 20 yards, 30 yards behind, not the whole. Yeah.
Like your guy, Jack, the guy you love, Neuer, he's always halfway up the pitch.
Yeah, he's almost, like an extra center back right there.
Brentford on the ball.
Good try by Bentancur. Misses it, though, and here we go. Sessignon one-on-one with, who'd they go for at right back? Is it Rorslev or Gatos?
Chodos, I don't know.
Gatos,
Chodos, I don't know. Don't know what his name is. Looks weird anyway. But it's a Brentford corner here. I swear to God, if they deliver another one to the back, to the edge of the box, and it's a free volley, I'm going to flip. See if Ericsson can deliver another. His corners have been good, to be fair to him. Good delivery by Ericsson. What a save by Hugo Lloris. Oh my God. What a save by Hugo. He's down in the box. Referee. That's it. He blows it up. He looks hurt. He got absolutely clattered into. Could there be a red card here for Pontus Jansson? No.
I mean, Dave, he's been touching Harry Kane more than his missus has been touching him, recently. So honestly, he probably should at least have a yellow card.
Emerson,
went off the bar.
Shit. What is Emerson doing? He doesn't even get off the ground. What's he wearing? Concrete boots. Jesus Christ. Cannons off the bar. It wasn't even a save by Hugo.
That's a great opportunity for where Brentford is going to probably hurt us. That's probably a class. I think it ricocheted off of actually Emerson. They hit it down into the ground, went off Emerson, and then off into the bar.
And probably then Romero's ready to hook that away and Dyer panics. got to wake up from them set pieces, you know. Like, but the thing is, Jack, we knew they were going to be big boys. We knew they were going to cause us trouble from set pieces. We've got to do everything in our power not to be giving them away. It's a drop ball. Let's Brentford have it. Brentford kick it back to the centre-backs, and now they're playing. These set pieces are another switch out over Emerson's head. Why is he so far tucked inside yet again?
Yeah, it feels like he can never take away those switches. Dink's over.
No, someone get close to them. Close them down. Why are you all standing there watching?
Cleared by Moon Boots.
It's fucking shocking. Standing there being reactive the whole time. It's another good
I feel
ball.
like these ping passes to the fullbacks are always there. That's a shocking touch.
And that's another corner, a needless one given away. We're going to get punished if we keep giving them away.
That's a shocking
Last time one of our players gave away one from a sloppy pass was Doherty against West Ham. And we got fucking punished. They're just pinging balls out over our fullback's head. I swear to God, Emerson better get his feet off the ground this time. It's a short one. Changing the angle of the corner kick. It's a good delivery, well cleared by Sess Young. Oh my God, Dyer. He literally sees him going for the header. And he jumps with him and challenges him. Jack, I can't. I need to go and have a drink. I'll be back in 1 minute. Eric Dyer has put me through already. I'm sorry.
Moon Boots is causing Dave. Moon Boots is causing Dave, some panic attacks. Dave's need to go get the blood pressure medication. But it's back. The ball is back with Brentford, just as we were getting a nice spell of possession as well for the squad. It feels like we just weren't able to really do anything with it, and so now Brentford are having a bit of possession here. They're trying to go long with it, and they're having some success with it and getting up the pitch that way. Ball in. Ben Davies clears it. Go back to Janelt, I believe. Eriksson here. They're just kind of going for some slow possession into Jensen. Go back to the center backs. Harry Kane pressing, which is nice to see. They go long again. One out, but a poor clearance from Romero there. Eric Dyer tries to win it. It goes out for a throw-in. A bit of urgency seen from Moon Boots, which is good to see, but a poor clearance there from Romero. And then it goes out for yet again another corner.
I need a cigarette, Jack. I can't with Dyer today. I'm sorry, everybody. I am having a cigarette. This is what Moon Boots is doing to me right now. No, honestly, he has started off so shaky. He's going to cost us.
How many corners did Brentford already have? It must have been this month been there. Yep, 6 corners to Brentford so far.
And we've had 2. They're looking for corner kicks. They know our weakness. They've got a big team. Hopefully all these players don't have lead in their boots and they can get off the ground. It's another floater towards a free volley again. This is the third
same
time.
Thing every time. It's like they're just. Are they okay, Dave, with that threat? Are they all right with Ivan Toney just having this shot on goal every time?
It seems to be, but I mean, you're talking about a guy who has the same amount of goals as Harry Kane. What Ivan Toney is doing is just hoping to hit it back into that area and ricochet off one of our players and goes in. It's all he has to do. He doesn't even have to go put a good connection. Eventually, one of them will ricochet off our players and go into our goal. That's what he's looking for. That's why he keeps putting it back into that area with that volley. It's another corner to Brighton or Brentford. This is 8 now. I fucking hate Brighton that much. I can't even get them out of my mouth. This is an in-swinger.
Cleared by Harry Kane.
Well done, Harry. I was actually about to credit Moon Boots for that. Wearing the same colour boots. That's a disgrace. Moon Boots should not be wearing the same colour boots as Harry. Should have his own colour. Well won.
Kulusevski here.
Oh, the mule.
Shielding off Jensen, I think.
I need composure.
Well
Moon Boots, just give it to Davies right now. Thank you. And it's slow.
Has to have like
it's
3
slow.
touches, I swear.
It's fucking slow. It's behind him. Put pace on
There
it.
you go.
Why get him to run forward and then
Yes,
put the
Højbjerg. Lovely. Oh, you lost, Sonny. That's disgusting.
That is assault. You can't just push him. Ah. We're getting on with it anyway. Højbjerg on the ball.
Bentancur. Okay, the way Janssen is just throwing around Harry Kane, the referee is just going to have to get hold of this.
Thinks he's a ragdoll. Like, like the way he's treating Harry Kane, it's like his wife cheated on him last night or something like that. You know, he's taking out on Harry. It's ridiculous. Come on, put in a good corner kick. It's a short one. We're changing the angle on it. I'd like to see that. Sonny with 2 players on him. Session. He's always looking to go on his left. Oh my God. Oh my Lord. That, honestly, he needs to go to confession after that. That's shocking. Come on, Kane. Sprint towards him. Put the pressure on the fucker.
Oh, wow. The only threats really any goal have been, I guess, Brentford, you know, from set piece situations. And then we have yet to really have any threat on goal. Have we even had a shot on goal, Dave? Ball from Moon Boots and Assassin a bit overhit, which is probably not going to be a surprise.
No, I don't think we have had a shot on goal. It's been a poor opening 25 minutes. Look, Eric Dyer has put me through the ringer in these opening 25 minutes. He really has. It's just some of the key passes at the right time. They're just sloppy. Look, hopefully now we can tighten that up and grow into this game going forward. But we did have a nice spell of possession in their half, but we didn't really create anything with it. It's a concern.
Ball won by Højbjerg. Sonny, good touch. Bentancur plays it back to Moon Boots. And
an eternity.
He has to have 5 touches, Dave. He has to have 5 touches before he...
Oh, I'm missing. That is so rash.
That's it. There you go.
The composer. There we are. He's doing that. I'm walking pace.
All right, play Davies. Just play Davies. Easy. All right, now...
Davies, bomb forward. Look at that space.
There you go. Yeah, take your space.
There you are. He's looking for Session to get forward.
Lovely, Sonny.
Oh,
sir!
Oh, go on, Davies. Oh, what? Where is Session? He caught ball watching. Oh, my God. They're free as a bird here. It's a cross. Well done by Højbjerg, and he's absolutely berating people. Well done, Højbjerg. That's what I'm talking about. Exactly, Højbjerg. You tell him. Someone has to open their mouth and bollock some of these. Oh, that was a poor touch by Davies.
Who's keeping him on? He looked off. Who's keeping him on
there? Dyer and Romero get them on.
Dyer and Romero, I guess.
I mean, if Dyer's calling the line, you just got to push up and play him offside. It's not hard.
Just Moon Boots has been a pedestrian the past 2 games.
Emerson has lost his man. I don't like this. Oh, he gets the clearance. Come on, Kulu.
Sure,
that's smart. He's gone down. That's smart by Kulu. Swing another elbow, you mad fucker.
He's getting assaulted, ref.
King Hoddle makes a good point here. The wing backs need to provide more. Really do. Tin Man says, stop giving away corners. For God's sake, 100%. Ribsy says, pretty clear foul on Sonny there. Totally ignored. 100%, my man. 100%. That's probably why he's put in charge. Andrew, big up, my man. I hope you're keeping well. Good to see you, buddy. Yeah.
Well done, Romero.
They are torturing us, my man. They are torturing us. And Sebas Wolf, it's good to see you in. I think we're playing so bad. Men, what's going on? I'm not sure. It's a slow start. It's a very slow start.
Good to see you, Sebas. Good to see you.
Big up. And Derek Hutchins, this is another flat performance. And Bobby Spurs 92 says we don't deserve top 4. We should be dominating this game. Look, we still have another half to go after this, so we'll wait.
An away performance as well. It's an away performance as well. You know, at the community stadium, like we said, you know, the second best London Derby team this season, Dave. So, like, you know, the 2-0 is still within reach.
Yeah,
Which I'll take away any
Referee's
day,
gonna blow
sir.
his
I mean, there's an
face
assault
out.
that you might want to address on the pitch there, Rev. Oh, well done by
Come on,
Sonny.
Sonny.
Sonny's been
Get it,
lively.
Session.
Sonny's been lively. There you go. Get that ball in.
Come on, Sonny.
Sonny has been skinning some players, which is nice to see. He's taking players on. He's going for the skills, and
Oh,
that's
he has. He's looking lively, but he's also had a few sloppy passes as well. But he's looking more lively out of the
at
front
least
three
it
than
feels like
anything.
when he's picking it up, he's trying to get by at least
He
one
is.
player before But to be fair though, Kulu and Kane more or less will try to do the same thing, but the service
better
into
out of
Sonny,
front three.
getting service into Sonny has been easier than getting service into Kane and Kulu so far.
Yeah, you're right. He is finding that space, to be fair, 100%, Jack. And to be fair, he is the liveliest out of the front three.
I think that's maybe what I mean by the liveliest. He's just at least, finding space, a bit easier than the rest of them.
What is that, says Young? Jesus Christ.
He's finding a lot easier to pick up the ball.
He is. If Session done that pass in Aussie rules, he would have been given a medal for that. That's perfect for a player to go up and catch that, even Gaelic football. But to do that on a soccer pitch and just float it up in midfield, what's he doing? Composure, kid.
I'm trying to keep my mouth shut about it, Dave, because, I want to wish him the best. But this is kind of what I meant by, the Brighton fixture with, I just feel like Sessegnon was going to have the same problems Reguilón did last game in every way. And I think we're kind of seeing that in some way.
Yeah, I think you're right. I think we are starting to see that, my man. I think we are. It's Tottenham with a throw in here, in there, deep in our own half. Sessegnon is on the ball. Doesn't even give Ben Davies half a chance to clear that properly. Højbjerg composure. No, it's Christian Eriksen with the ball over the top. Ben Davies, good defending, Ben Davies. Well held him off there. Got to be better than that, though. Lloris with a long punt up to Big H. Tries to hold it up, but nobody's really there running up to support him. Nothing he can do there. Brentford back on the football here. What's going on now?
I think some Brentford players down.
Højbjerg wants to assassinate him.
Love it.
Who's that? Pontus Jansson.
Janssen. Oh. Yeah, it's good to see. Good to see. It's been all over Harry Kane. Good to see.
Oh, it's his knee. I thought it was heart for a minute. It's not. It's his knee.
Hope Harry Kane planted one on him.
Yeah, hopefully. But I think he must have when he won that long header.
Yeah, looks like it. Well done.
Oh, that's it, Harry. Just run into him. Forget about running around him. Just run through him. Come on, Tottenham. Let's generate some before halftime. Let's get us excited. Why have we just given them the ball back? For fuck's sake. They're going for a long ball, playing off Ivan Toney yet again. He doesn't win it. Well done, Højbjerg. Oh, well done, Kulu. Højbjerg, Bentancur.
Oh, Bentancur.
Sausage boy, Bentekers. To Romero.
Yeah, someone.
Romero looking for options. Well done, Bentancur. Oh, it's a lovely float ball out. Oh, that's beautiful. Right out to Ben Davies. See, Harry Winks can't do that. That's beautiful. Dyer. That's better. Out to Romero. Romero, go on. Drive forward with it. It's calling out for you. That's it. That's what I'm talking about. Poor pass. Should have just given it to Bentancur. Back to Dyer, though. Back to Romero. Give back to Dyer. Dyer's being pressed. He's running into midfield with the ball. Into the middle. Good pass to Sonny. Come on, Sonny. Well done. Let's go, Sonny. He's on the ball here.
There you go.
Højbjerg.
There you go, Pierre.
Højbjerg out to Session. Go on.
There you go.
Back inside to Højbjerg. Højbjerg into Sonny.
Lovely.
Sonny, go on, feed him back.
Good try.
Unlucky, good effort. Go on, Ben Davies, take it down. Yes, kid. Into Dyer. Into Bentancur. Sonny on the ball again.
Oh, good
Sonny
turn. Good turn. Come on, Sonny.
Sonny, Session. That's a free kick. Session with a shit ball.
You have all the time in the world. You have all the
Just
time in the
take
world.
the free kick, man. That's
Dave,
the second
tell me,
rate
does
challenge.
he have like all the time in the world? He's all the time in the world. Why is he doing a weak foot first time cross here? Why is he doing a weak foot first time cross? Look how much space he has. He could even have a You could have a shot if you wanted, Dave.
Yeah.
You could have a shot.
That's a second late challenge on Sonny, by the way. That's the second late challenge on him. Referee's got to do something about that.
Got to
But
play
I
the
agree,
advantage
Jack.
at least. Play the advantage there. Why, or at
He
least
could've-
just call it off there? Why even play the advantage? That's right in front of our own box. I think we'll take the free kick, referee. I think we'll take it.
I agree with you, though, lad. I think Session had time to take that on his left foot and whip one low across the box. He goes
Either
for right
go for
foot
goal
cross.
and go for the rebound, go
Well
for the
done, mate.
rebound, or for something. Like, why would the weak foot first time cross be your decision?
I don't know. Nobody. But Hoiberg's
Not
winning
even
a lot of ball in midfield. Fair
even
play.
Emerson, Dave. Even Emerson, would at least.
Yeah. It is. It's disappointing. Go on, Kane. Press the keeper now once he has it. Make him go along. Sonny. Keep going, Kane.
But I think the referee has to just stop that there. The referee should just give us a free kick there. There's no reason to play on. But I guess maybe that's how much Session must have wasted that chance, I guess.
Yeah. Ericsson was in acres of space there for the outball. No one picking him up.
Steve D says free kicks are pointless. No one can take them.
Yeah, well, that's true. That's
moon boots, though. You have to, Steve D, just for moon boots, and Moondog. We have to allow Moondog to get that chance for the goal.
We have to give Moondog every opportunity to be able to go and win that bet, man. So we do. Brentford trying another ball over the top here. How is that gone in? Between Davies and Session. Session gets round well on the cover, but one of them should be in a position to header that clear.
Jason Fox around 34-15 or 34-13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Apologies, my man, with the no timer. We'll have it back next week, my man. I'll have it back next week. Big update.
Yeah, we usually have one every week, but Nick, we have to give him some sort of time with the family, my man. So he's on family duties today, brother. It looks like they're going for a long throw in here. We've got to win the first header here. It's right into the middle. Well, one first header. They get the rebound on the edge of the box, though. Well cleared. It's another header. We're playing header tennis right now. It's another corner, or it's another cross into the box. Dyer nowhere near winning the first header. Well done, Emerson, there to mop it up. That's a Kulu, like a steam train. Look at that. Look at that. That's inspirational. When you see him do it, someone else has got to go now. Kane, now where's Sonny? 10 yards behind. You got to go, Sonny. Ericsson free on the ball again. Pulling the strings here for Brentford. We look tired. Out of possession, we look tired. Brighton just happy to pass it across here. It's starting to shape very much like the Brighton game last week. Emerson on the ball. That's a shocking pass for Kulu. He's 5 yards away from him. He can't even get it to his feet. That is shocking. Well done, Bentancur.
Faz Radfire saying we will win, but have we become too predictable? Are we a team that's maybe too easy to figure out? Maybe, Dave. That is actually not a bad question, because is there too much of a blueprint, out there to, maybe stifle Spurs?
I don't think there's a blueprint. I just think, look, some of the corner kicks we gave away have come from our own errors. If you don't make them errors, Brentford don't have half as much of the corner kicks or the chances they've had. And we're on top of the game. If you do your defensive duty right, you win the ball back and you go at Brentford. But anytime they've come at us, it's resulted in a corner kick or something like that, So it's more our own, like there again. We're just playing ourselves into trouble,
I don't know why we play that to Session, and then if Session's
hurting towards his own goal. Why would you even give that ball to him? And if you are going to give that ball to him, why are you ballooning at him? Give him a chance to at least get it under control. It's got to be a soft pass. It's brain dead football. I mean, it's mind blowing.
Class shithousery from Conte there. The ball tricks are my favorite thing in the world. That is the classic. Well done. And also Faz Radfire, do really appreciate it though, my man. And there probably could be, despite David's, maybe assertive answer, there could be a blueprint, my man. There could be a blueprint to maybe stifle Spurs.
But we don't do enough out of possession to go and be proactive to getting the ball back and try and dominate the game, though. You know, we're very happy just to sit into shape. And at times like these, it's kind of like sitting into shape has got us where we've got. But now we have to understand.
Sonny.
We have to understand now that the onus is on us to go make things happen. Good ball into Harry Kane. Good touch. Into Bentancur. Bentancur gets it out to Romero. Romero flicks around the corner for Kulu. Kulu. Back to Romero. This is better. Do not go to Emerson, please. Thank you. Out to Dyer. No, Dyer today. Well done. Out to Davies. Session is there for support. It's a good ball into touch. Oh, Ben Davies, just poor header. Look, you go on, keep pressing now. Session absolutely dominated.
Well done, Højbjerg.
That's a Tottenham throw in, surely. So Højbjerg. He's going to absolutely rollick them at halftime. You can see him bubbling up. You can see the anger in Højbjerg's face. Bentancur out to Romero. Back into Bentancur. This is what we're talking about. Bentancur, a lovely ball over top. Sonny, good control to Harry. Oh, what was that?
Why are we wasting these moments?
Through it. Let's go for it.
Yeah, I think that's just I don't know. It's similar to that Sessignon chance, Dave. I feel like we can't be wasting these. You know, despite us not playing well, we can't then waste the opportunities that we do find ourselves, you know, close to goal like that.
No, we can't. We can't.
Or like, you know, what is it? Like going for, you know, that's a very, it's like with the Sessignon thing. It's like a very low percentage, like of us, you know, getting, you know, something out of that when you're going for a weak-footed first-time cross. Same thing with Harry Kane there. It's like a very low percentage of us getting a goal there if you're going for that sort of thing.
You just got to put your laces through that. I mean, smack that. Put your laces through it. You're well able to strike a football.
So what I mean, I guess what I mean to say is that the few opportunities that we are getting here, why are we going for the most audacious, you know, sort of attempt at it? You know,
well done, Bentancur.
There you go.
Kulu. Back to Romero. Romero looking for options. There is none. Emerson provides one. 3 touches by Emerson. Back to Romero. Bentancur on the ball. He's looking for some movement. There is no movement. Into Romero. There's no movement off the ball whatsoever. Dyer. Back to Romero. How many times have I said that this half?
There we
into
go.
Emerson. To Pierre. Pierre, good ball into
Lovely
Kulu.
hold up.
Sir! Ref. Oh my God.
What?
Oh my God. He's manhandling him. He's manhandling him to the ground. He hasn't given a free kick. Emerson, watch that pass out to the right. Why you took so much in? Ah, well done. Well done, Young. Into Big H.
Kane. Kane, why is he taking it 3 touches? Get that under control.
It's poor. You just got to put that back into Session's part. Højbjerg putting the pressure on. It's a cross. Don't switch off. It's gone out. That's okay. It's a goal kick to Tottenham. Honestly, though, they are absolutely manhandling our players and getting away with it. How is that not a foul on Kulusevski? I mean, the guy's completely dominating.
If we are going to...
So
the Newcastle game, he did allow them to get away with a lot as well. If you remember, like Dan Burn, the fact that he was still on the pitch. If you remember, Dave.
Yeah. No, I do.
So he did allow them to get away with a lot.
I hope in the second half we're not going to sit in shape off the ball because we have to be, like, it's up to us to go and get the result, you know? Brentford are just going to be happy, keep doing what they're doing, and hopefully they find a chink in the armor, just like Brighton did. We have to do a lot more to go in these games. Good ball by Bentancur.
There you go, Kulu.
Into Kulu. And where the fuck is that gone to?
I feel like we're also just giving the ball into each other when there's really nothing to do with it. So we're just putting each other in bad positions too. Like, I feel like that pass needed to go into Son instead of Kulu. You know, and Kulu then, it's just, I don't know. It's been a lot of that as well today, Dave, for me.
This is absolutely shocking.
You know, hospital passes, you know, sort of, you know, situations.
We're happy to play Brentford's game. This is the problem.
Oh, you better get there, Emerson. You better get there.
Oh, yes, Emerson. That's ref. That's better by Emerson. Jesus Christ, he worried me there for a minute. He had about 30-yard head start and barely made it there.
I was going to say, that almost reminded me of it. It was like that moment when Stevie B almost, didn't catch up with that non-league footballer, in the pre-games, at one stage. It reminded me of that. I was getting a bit worried there.
Do you know the way they just didn't even look and hit that into that area? That just goes to show that that's what they are going to do. And they will get a chance of doing that. So he's got to be awake and be more alert.
It's because Emerson probably tucks in too much, maybe is the real reasoning with that as well. They maybe know that it's easier to ping it over. But back post to Emerson here. Good flick on.
Well on Højbjerg, unlucky.
Good try by Højbjerg.
Win that.
All right, win this too, Højbjerg.
Do not give that. Do not give that. Fuck. Højbjerg's getting frustrated. Bentancur's got to win that header. Even Højbjerg's laughing. Now, what is that for? And they're just going to take it long, take their time, pump it long, hoping we switch off like we did last week. We've got to do a hell of a lot more here. Wonder what size he pumps it to. Probably over by Session. Yeah. Ben Davies does not win the ball. Session puts it out for a throw-in. They're just going to keep pumping it along because they have us all. They have us in the air every single time. I wonder will the long throw merchant come now? Yeah, here he is. Yeah. You swear Jensen only got picked to dry the ball for him.
William Kelly saying, this is shocking to watch. It's 3 a.m. in the morning. Have more fight than these fakes. Can somebody tell these prima donnas that top 4 is at stake here?
Just William, I didn't think you were awake, my man. I thought you were passed out. I thought it was only Ribsy joining us from down under. Good to have you awake, William. No, look, it's absolutely shocking. I mean, to be honest with you, it'd probably put you to sleep. Like, we've got to do a hell of a lot more, William. But Hugo Lloris has gone long here. Can Kulu hold this up? He flicks it on. Can he get onto his own flick on? That's asking way too much of him. But William, exactly, this is what I'm talking about. I mean, look, us not pressing Brentford off the ball, they're happy to pass it around and pump long balls because they don't need to win. I mean, they're not going to get Europe. They don't need to win. We're the ones that have to win. We're the ones that want to get top 4. We're the ones that want Champions League football, not Europa League football. And then the players are going to go out and roll out in UEFA Cup next season, and then they're going to cry because they feel like they shouldn't be there and it's too much added pressure. Well, if you don't want to be there, because we had this with the Europa Conference League this season, you don't want to be there, then do something about it in these games against like Brentford. Anyone with me here?
What's weird, though, about this, Dave, is that it seems like we're coming up either against teams then that want to spoil the party for us, which then we should almost get a kick out of that because then we should realize that there's no game that's Emerson is just getting done here. And he's letting that go into his feet.
About fucking defending, please. Get me into nil all at halftime. It's sad that I'm saying
good block by Bentancur. William, I don't know. It's like we've thought that all these games are going to be easy. I don't know. Conte's storming into the dressing room, William. So if I were you, I'd honestly try to, transport yourself into a fly and maybe get yourself into that dressing room and see the bollocking that he's about to get these players because Dave, I don't know. Just that's what it's come to. It's almost come to this at this stage, William, as well, where Antonio Conte needs to get into the players at halftime in order for them to get a result. It's even been the same way with Aston Villa. It was the same way with Newcastle. You had to, drill into the players, the opportunity and what's at stake here in order for them to actually get a result, Dave. It's like they need a harsh reminding every single time. It's like it's not too real for them. I don't know, Dave.
I don't know whether it's the pressure of the Arsenal game that's gone into them. I don't know what it is, Jack. But at the end of the day, we're the ones chasing something, not Brentford. Like when we're out of possession, we are literally just sitting off them. Pass it around, waste 5 minutes. Jesus Christ, go and press them. They're happy to pass it around the back. They're not playing for anything. We are. So we out of possession and in possession. We have to be the proactive team. We have to be the ones that want to go and affect the game and make the difference. Because if not, which we're not, We're playing right into Brentford's hands, and you know what's going to happen. The result of it was there last week. They're going to slow the game down. They're going to be born in possession, and they're going to wait for that one long ball where we switch off. We think the job is done. We switch off. The chance comes. Boom. We've lost the game. We have to be fucking proactive. The onus is on us. Does this squad not get that? Do the players not get that? The onus is on us. Brentford just want to see out the season and go to Dubai.
Steve D saying, get Steven Bergwijn on, needs someone running at them. I mean, is there the space to run at them? That's really the question mark. It feels like there isn't really a lot of space to run at players. To be honest, though, you could be right in the sense that Sonny's having the best sort of game right now on the left. And what he's doing is that he's able to pick up the ball, and he has a bit more bravery than it seems like maybe Kulu or Kane right now in order to take on one of his players. I'll be honest, Janssen, the rest of these guys are absolutely assaulting them out there, Steve D, but maybe Stevie B could be that sort of player to threaten that back line a bit more with a bit of pace, but also with a bit of dynamism on the ball as well. So could be right about that, Steve D.
Do you know what, Jack? Just quickly, there's 210 people in house, guys. Everybody put in the comments, let us know what you would do. Also, smash that like and that subscribe button if you are new, and get your thoughts in the super chat, guys. Really does help us out here on everything we do. But just to come on what you were saying there, Jack, I'll be honest. I would say to them players there, you have until 60 minutes. If you do not create 2 chances on goal within that 60 minutes, I'm taking off Sessegnon. I'm taking off Emerson as well. I'm putting on Bergwijn one side,
yes,
Lucas the other side, and I am going for that game. And I am saying to them, I'm going to be speaking to Dyer. In order to counteract them being pressed high up the pitch and for us to go and press them, use Lucas and Bergwijn's pace for that, so that they stop having these out balls. You're going to have to spread out across the back, and they're going to pump it long. You're going to have to win it. We'll get back on the ball and we'll build up these attacks. But I do not want to see us just keep sitting back and watching them pass it around in front of us and not want to affect the game. Even when we do press it, I feel sorry for Kane, Son and Kulu, because when we do press it, Eriksen's free. And that's where you're looking at Emerson. Go and push up. It says young, push up the other side. So if that's what I would do. I would bring on Lucas and Bergwijn, put them on the wing-back positions, and bloody go for it out of possession and in possession. Press them high up, make them go long ball, turn that ball over, and start building some sustainable attacks. Get 2 players on who want to knock the ball by their opponent and make something happen, because Emerson doesn't want to do it. Sessegnon doesn't want to do it. They don't even want to run in behind. They're standing on the sidelines. It's like right on the edge where Conte wants me to hug the lines. Okay, but you can also hug the line and go in behind. How many times have Davies got on the ball and Sessegnon is standing 2 yards beside him? Make that running behind. You make that running behind. What you're doing is also opening up space for Davies to go further into, because that defender's going to go with you. But there's a chance you outpace him, and there's a good ball in behind. You can create something. We just need to do, like, no one else is going to do the favors. If they think Brentford are just going to gift us a goal, you're sadly mistaken. You've got to go and earn that goal.
Do you think by 60 minutes then, Dave, maybe bring on somebody like Stevie B, maybe even a Lucas as well, and, switch to something like a 4-2-4, switch to something like a 4-2-3-1 or of some kind, where we have at least 4 forwards up top?
Yeah, look, I just think, I think what I would be doing is I'd be getting Sessegnon and Emerson off, and I'd be putting on Lucas and Bergwijn and just be more proactive about the game. Because with them, you can use their pace to press very high up the pitch. You're going to tell them they are going to have to work back. They have the energy and work ethic to do it. They have the pace to do it. And just when you get on the ball, beat your man and try and make something happen.
Yeah, I agree. All right. Well, there you are, Steve D. I mean, that's how we're going to get the best out of Stevie B to get on the pitch. Tim Man 007 in the house saying this is in shambles. But one thing we need to stop is giving away set pieces. We are going to gift Brentford a goal. It feels like that, Tim, man, because I don't know about you, but it feels like Brentford really aren't going to create anything from open play. It kind of felt the same way with Brighton when I was watching it, as well. Brighton didn't look like they were going to score really much of anything from open play. But the one thing that was really annoying about this game in particular is we're just giving away set piece after set piece after set piece, which is the best way for a team that isn't even playing that well in open play to get a goal and, find themselves in a very comfortable position, especially to teams like this, Dave, giving away set pieces. They always have routines. They really focus on set pieces because they know that's where they can get their goals, especially when they're not playing well. I think it's also really lazy on our part to gift away that many. But also then the other element is that it seems like they have this one routine that they've been running every time that we have no idea how to stop or no idea how to even recognize as well.
Look, these set pieces, Jack, I mean, what, 3, 4 out of them is the exact same routine? Where it's long ball, Ivan Toney stands at the back and volleys it into a dangerous area looking for ricochets. Like, look, even when we were trashing teams, the only way we were conceding was set pieces. Now, surely these players know that. And again, this is why I keep asking, how much does top four mean to the likes of a Dyer and Emerson compared to a Romero? Dyer, sloppy from minute one.
Yeah.
He starts going to walking pace and he plays a sloppy ball to Ben Davies, doesn't put the correct weight on it, but that's all by doing it at walking pace. Everyone as a 5-year-old is taught, be on your toes. It's all you got to be. It's all anyone asks of you in the game. Be on your toes. Be ready for when the ball's coming to you, or be on your toes if you're defending. Just be on your toes. Whatever. Why is he standing there at walking pace, leaving Davies shorts with passes? And what happens then is, and we've seen this a couple of times, we play ourselves into trouble, we gift them corner kicks, and then we can't defend the corner kicks. They're going to score one. The warnings have been there. They've rattled the bar. Ivan Toney's had 3 shots on our goal into dangerous areas where there's bodies. The warning signs are there. And that all comes from playing ourselves into trouble and switching off at the back. But that becomes because they're doing it at walking bloody pace. Do it like you want top four. Do it like these 3 points mean everything to you. Be on your toes. Be energetic. Because all you're doing is sending a signal out to Brentford. Okay, lads, what we'll do is we'll sit off them, and then once or twice we'll go and press him. We will catch him because he's going to be off his toes. But what we are going to do is we're just going to sit off him because just set back into our defensive shape. Be quicker on the ball. We're complaining we're not creating chances. Well, the reason why we're not creating chances is because we're moving the ball so bloody slowly. Be active. Even if you are moving it left to right. 1 touch, bang. 1 touch, bang. What are we seeing, Jack? 1, 2, 3 touches, stand there.
Does it start with the center backs, though, Dave? Because I feel like the real problem is that I think a lot of times it's been starting with the center backs. Because whenever I see Bentancur, whenever I see Højbjerg, I think they actually do have a bit of urgency on the ball. I don't see them dwelling on the ball whenever they receive it. Maybe that's because they're also being, sort of taken out of the game. But my big problem is players like Dyer, players like Davies, even Romero, maybe to an extent, but it seems like he's always trying to go for a pass that's a bit dangerous. He goes for those dangerous passes because he's trying to make things happen. My big issue, Dave, is I feel like people like Dyer and Davies, they'll take 5, 6 touches on the ball, and then they actually won't end up doing a real pass of any consequence. They'll just end up going for a sideways pass after they've been looking upfield for almost 10, 15 seconds. Either there are no passes there, or they've been honestly that blind in front of them because they just seem to think they can have that much time on the ball.
Look, at the end of the day, Jack, I mean, there's someone put in a comment there. We will get to it. It's Rob Coynes. But like, he's absolutely correct in what he says, and we will get to it. Don't worry, Rob Coynes. But the system works. The players are not. At the end of the day, it's, again, the back is a large problem. You see it against Brighton, Jack. They're happy to stand, do everything at walking pace. And I get sometimes you're trying to draw the opposition onto you to create that space. But then don't just pass it sideways. Put that ball into that space where you've dragged the opponent out of. And a lot of it does start from the back. I'm sure Kane, Son and Kula were going mad. They're like, the longer he takes doing stuff at walking pace, the less space I have to run into, to play into, or even to drop into to receive the ball. And that's why it needs to be zippy. Because you be zippy, you open up the space, and then you open up some more space for your creative players.
Absolutely. Absolutely, Dave. And I think maybe the biggest problem there, though, is maybe it just starts, I think, with the back. I don't even think it's as much the forwards. I think it just starts in the back with the likes of Ben Davies and players like Dyer, who just either, if they think they have that much time in the ball, then they need to make some sort of pass that's dangerous or some sort of pass that actually opens up play a bit more, even if it comes with a risk, even if it maybe promotes a counterattack. You at least get the game, going, Dave. You at least put a bit of, consequence into the game as well. Maybe it then leads to our own counterattack. I just think it's really, really lackadaisical and really frustrating from them.
But Jack, I don't mind doing look, we have to take risks. And when you take risks, you always open yourself up to leaving yourself exposed at the back, taking that risk, counterattacks, whatever else.
Part of the game, though, Dave.
But Jesus Christ, at least go and try and win the game. I would rather lose going to try and win the game than lost the way we lost last week, you know? And at the end of the day, Jack, if I was Conte, I'd be saying to these bloody damn players, what the fuck is our club motto? It's to dare is to do. If you don't want to live up to this club motto, you do not deserve to be here or put on that jersey. So you got 45 minutes to go out there and show me that you really do believe in this bloody motto.
Love it, Dave. Love it, Dave. Tottenham Tantrum Golden here with the donation as well. Really do appreciate it, brother, as well. And everybody head on over to TTG because I'm pretty sure half of these players are going to need a history lesson from Tottenham Tantrum Golden. Dermot, big up, Dermot.
I think this is what he was supposed to say. This is diabolical. We are Tottenham Hotspur. We're fighting for top four. We look like they're on the beach, bloody already. Get a grip and play for the fans.
We look like the team on the beach, exactly. We look like the team on the beach. That's what it's looking like these days, Dermot. And I can't even believe it because they don't even realize, I guess, then, Dermot, that they actually have something to fight for here. And it's honestly, Dermot as well. Conte said their lives would change if they got top four. We know the fans' lives would change. We know the club's life would change. But I guess, they don't really care by the looks of it.
No. Look, how many of them want their lives changed? How many of them are too comfortable with what's going on at the minute? But Rob Coyne says the system works, the players don't. End of. That's a fact. We could lose here. Jack, what would you say to Robbie?
I feel like that's probably exactly why everybody says get Conte the players, Rob. It's actually a smarter way of maybe putting it because we know that Antonio Conte's system is very successful. In fact, it's won him many league titles. It's won him league titles and at two different clubs and actually a club in the Premier League as well. So that's the way you kind of look at it, is where despite maybe some people have even said, oh, Conte needs to change his system. People are figuring it out. It's like, Antonio Conte's system has been, well understood for some time, but it's actually a very difficult system to come up against once he has the right players in the right positions to get the best out of what he wants from them in those positions. And we clearly have a lot of players that aren't good enough for what he wants out of this system. To ask him to mold and change himself in order to fit these sort of kind of sorry players, I mean, Rob, I think you and I both know pretty well that seems a bit ridiculous to ask of someone like Antonio Conte. So that's why we're hopefully waiting until the summer so that he can at least get the players in that he knows he can succeed with this system. And then people would be praising the system. Then people would say, oh, why on earth would he ever change the formation? Why on earth would he ever want to, adapt for these players? That's what I at least hoping to happen this summer. But I feel like we had a good groove, though, with this system in the 3-4-3. We've gone under three separate, or actually I think two separate, Dave, really long win streaks with this sort of formation. We did it with the first, managerial bounce with him, right in the beginning. We've kind of been doing it a bit more recently, since the Brighton fixture or before the Brighton fixture. So I don't know, Rob, maybe it's the inconsistency of just the players as well. It's not as much the system.
Absolutely facts. Absolutely facts. Look, what we've learned is, look, Dyer and Davies, they can perform. They've shown that, and they can perform more than what Rodon and Sanchez and can like that. They'll be good enough for backups next season, but they're still not good enough to be able to do what we want to do in terms of being hungry to win things. There's too many players here that I'm just not sure winning means absolutely everything to them. Yeah. And look, for Conte, it definitely does, and we've seen that. We have seen winning means everything, and we need players that reflects him. Look, I'm not going to sit here after the game and again, criticize Conte if it's another drab affair, blah blah, this, that, and the other. It's the players to me because it's the same. Yeah. It'd be the same results, different managers, really. We were here on the Jose Mourinho. Where did we end up?
Dara saying it's not just big up Rob Coyne though. Great comment, my man. Great comment, Rob. Dara saying it's not just one or two players out there. They're all clowns. Maybe bar 2 or 3 players, to be honest. 4 players, I might imagine. But Dara, I kind of see where you're coming from. Second half is about to start though. Everybody.
Big up.
Ball has kicked off for Brentford here. Big up Dara though.
I agree with you, man. Everyone needs a wake-up call. Not just 1 or 2, everybody, but there are 1 or 2 who needs to even get to some of the level which is where the others are at, which isn't even good. But big up, Dara. I really appreciate the support, brother. William Kelly says the quality is just not there, and that's why I won't be disappointed when we don't get top 4. I mean, Jack, would you agree with William Kelly here?
I I feel like that's a dark way of looking at how you put it earlier, though, Dave, is that we should be getting behind these players and be very happy, with the fact that we are even competing,
Yeah,
because you were saying that earlier, to be honest, Dave.
yeah.
But maybe a dark way of kind of taking that is looking at the fact that if we don't end up getting it, we should be honest maybe with the players that Antonio Conte has been overachieving with, you could say. And maybe that also has to come into consideration. But we just look at games like this and we kind of just still have to look at it like a waste opportunity. We would still like to think that these players are certainly good enough to pull off results in these sort of games. Maybe not as much against maybe the tougher teams and tougher atmospheres, tougher environments, but certainly at games like this, especially the Brighton one of last week, you would think that these players would know what to do. But I think William Kelly, more or less, Dave, is just kind of looking at what you were kind of saying earlier in the pre-match build-up, to be fair.
No, 100%. Look, at the end of it, I'm not going to lie. I'm going to be absolutely gutted if we don't get top four. And I will be
Sunny,
disappointed
though, here.
because I do believe, come on, Sonny. Oh, poor
Driving.
pass.
Oh, okay.
Emerson, go on, win that. No,
Okay, Emerson plays it to Kulu
Kulu.
here.
Crack one.
Oh,
Lord, what is that? What is
Jesus,
that?
Pierre.
Look, at the end of the day, if we are being deadly honest with ourselves, we are not supposed to be in the fight for top four. Now, I get it. The fact that we are, we've got to go for it 100%. But let's just keep cheering the boys on till the end of the season. That's all I ask.
Big up, William Kelly. Big up, my man. Dara saying, lads, it's not just the back. They're all playing crap. Maybe it isn't, just the back four that's hurting us in possession, Dave. Maybe the midfield as well. I mean, but
see, it all starts from the back door, Jack.
Yeah.
Like, the thing is, what I try to explain to people is the longer the back four take on the ball, the less space there is in midfield, even less space going forward into our front three. Because what we're allowing them to do is get back into shape and put themselves in positions where they're blocking up all the passing lanes. And that's because the back line is taking way too long on the ball. You get that ball, you zip it into midfield, all of a sudden, you've space to play into. You've got options. When you're standing there doing 4, 5, 6, 7 touches on the ball when there's no need, you're just closing up everything.
Yes, Kulu. Oh, why are we hitting it 1,000 miles an hour into Emerson's speed, though?
But see, we're playing quicker football now, and we're starting to kind of create a little something.
Joseph saying they simply don't care, guys. Clear out as soon as possible.
Look, it was always going to happen.
We knew that there needed to be a big clear out in the summer. I think we just hoped that maybe some of these players, at least knew that maybe this would be a good opportunity for them to keep their job, maybe keep their wage, for next season as well. I think that's how we wanted to really look at it, was that maybe some of these players could give themselves a fighting chance with having, a part of Antonio Conte's probably winning team next season. But a ball in behind for Sonny here. Oh!
I have to say, it does look like fucking Conte's bollocked them because they have a lot more running around and energy. And then,
trying to open the game up a bit more. And what is Hugo clumsy?
We got lucky there. But you know what? I don't mind. Like, these players are going to have to deal with this. If we want to take risks going forward, you're going to be open on the counter. And look, at the end of the day, Jack, I have no problem making this an end-to-end game because it suits us with the attacking quality we have.
Joseph also saying if he got Champions League with Davies, Reguilon, Cesc, Real, Doherty, Dyer, and others, do you see Levy investing to upgrade on these useless poor players? It is the big question, and he's done it before Pochettino, Joseph, because he looked at what Pochettino got to a Champions League final with. Even though everybody knew the year that we got to a Champions League final, the squad was already showing a bit of cracks. It was already showing some issues. There are already some players in the squad that we knew just weren't good enough. And when he got to the Champions League final with that, kind of maybe told Levy that, maybe you can get away with, a sorry bunch of players in certain positions, to actually achieve. So I hope Levy's learned his lesson. Knowing Levy, maybe hasn't. Do
you know what, Joseph? I think the difference for me is the stature of the manager. When we got in Pochettino, yes, he done a great job at Southampton, but he was a manager that Daniel Levy could kind of manipulate, and kind of just say, well, no, if you can do that with these, I'm going to stay. But with Conte, Conte just won't stick around for it. Conte will not accept it. He's like, look, yeah, I got them there, but that's because of my management skills. Now, either I walk away and tell everybody why I walked away, and then your job becomes untenable, or you give me the funds. And look, that's the risk he had when he brought in Conte. And I just think because of the stature of the manager, I think he probably will invest this summer. But big up, Joseph. Really appreciate the support, my man. Really appreciate it, brother. Oh, we are. Robbie Keane, he says, you're not a Spurs fan if you never feel nervous watching Spurs play. 100%, my man. Absolutely 100%. Is that another late challenge on Sonny there? That's absolutely ridiculous if it is. Harry Kane's
I think
not
we're just
happy.
trying to open up the game a bit more, Dave, with some of these long balls as well, or even just going for quicker passing for that reason. Just because if Brentford, maybe go for it a bit more, that means we have a better chance of getting one of those counterattacks, which we definitely thrive with.
Why not do this earlier?
Though, into Kane's feet.
He's
Come on,
all
Harry!
He's all over him. He's dragging
assaulted
out.
Though, Harry.
Holding on to the jersey. That's a corner kick, though. And Pontus Janssen laughing because he's getting away with it. Jesus Christ, he has his whole arm. What is it?
Romero's the only one that's playing these sort of dangerous passes in the player's feet, though.
Yeah. He definitely got a bollocking for sure. Definitely got an absolute bollocking. Shouldn't have to wait for a bollocking off a manager though to perform. Sonny, can he put in a good delivery here? Eric Dyer looks like he's shaping up for an overhead.
Here you go, Sonny.
Good control. Cool. He pulls that out of the sky. Lovely. Two doubling up.
Nice.
Sonny.
There you go.
Right to Kane. Kane beats his
Back
man.
post. Win it,
Back
Moon
post.
Boots.
Jump. Bloody jump.
Win it, Moon Boots. Who's
Stop
even being
No, it's not Moon Boots. It's Lead Boots from now on, Jack. He didn't even get off the ground. It's Lead Boots. This is better.
It didn't even look like he had like a real center back on him there. It felt like it was like someone like Eriksson even holding them off.
This is better play, though. This is much better from Tottenham. We'll do this for the next 45 and break them down. It's exactly what I was saying. We have to go and do this. The onus is on us. It's a short one, trying to pull them out like we did at home. Back to Session. Session with a shit delivery. Jesus Christ. Getting all the defenders up and putting a delivery like that.
Here we go.
Good pass by Emerson.
Yeah,
that's a good ball. Oh,
good ball.
This is better from Tottenham. Come on, Spurs. Come on. This is a lot better. Everyone referencing the movie in the chat. It's funny. Come on. We got to make one of these count. Put a good ball in here, Sonny. Right on a nice creme de la creme ball. It's a good ball.
Yes. Oh, that was a good ball.
That was a very good ball. Session.
Okay.
That's one way of getting a header. Emerson, just go back to the restart. Thank you. Where is Lloris?
There's no one available for him now. Well done, Kulu. There's no one available for Lloris.
About 4 players in the middle, and he decides to go and hit Kulu. No. Well done, Romero. Oh, Romero. He's in the zone now, Jack. I can tell.
What a
he's
ping.
In the zone.
What a ping.
He's in the zone.
Yes.
He's in the zone.
Drive, Sonny.
Come on.
Cut inside now.
Come on, let's go, Sonny.
Drive with it. There you go. Okay.
Romero
See Sess. He's wide. Sess, you got to ask for it.
Oh,
yes, Emerson. Have a good touch, please. Emerson. Yes. Oh, Kulu. No.
Back
no.
Oh. Oh. This is better. Come on, Spurs. Come on. This is better.
After 8 games, a good ball from Emerson there.
Oh, geez. I don't think, honestly, I felt like a Boy Scout there at how high my voice went.
We're getting desperate here, Dave. That's why. Bentancur plays it wide. Davies. Come on, Sonny. Whip it in. Oh, please.
Oh, he's gone for the goal. Ooh. Oh, I need a piss. I'll be back. Sorry. I need the toilet. I'll be back in a minute.
Harry Kane, the haircut not looking as good as it used to be. I must say, maybe it's going to grow into a better one, but honestly, looking a lot better there. Great touch from Emerson. Good ball into Harry Kane. Harry Kane, I mean, don't really know what much better he can do with that. I think he had a good touch. Tried to have a shot on goal, just got blocked, and then we just couldn't get any other shot, on target. But they were all probably headed towards Raya, and Raya probably wouldn't have been able to do much with it because they were all very close range there. But that sort of ball into Emerson is exactly, I think, what we want to see, or to Sassignon. Want to see either of them making that sort of darting run, maybe inwards a bit more instead of just receiving it so wide because they're so poor I think today, at least being able to do anything out wide. Maybe we can hope that they can do something when we kind of hit that ball into them in behind the defense. But good touch there from Bentancur. Finds Kulusevski out wide. Kulusevski carrying. Gets kind of shoved out of play there. And then Emerson puts a bit of pressure on Janssen, who hits it out of play. Højbjerg with the throw in. Plays it back to Romero. Adrian Chia says more urgency in the second half. Come on, you Spurs. Exactly what we've been looking for is a bit more urgency, because I feel like if we even take more risks, if we have a bit more urgency, we open up the game a bit more, because decent ball in by Sessegnon to Ben Davies, who's making that run into the box. But when we have a bit more urgency, Adrian, I think what happens is that means the game just gets opened up more, and then we have more space to run into. I feel like what we've been having trouble with in first halves is taking any risks, because when you take risks, maybe Brentford might open themselves up a bit more, because they could fancy themselves like right here in this situation, but hopefully they don't take anything from it. And Buemo finds Eriksson out wide, but won back by Romero. But these situations, and then we have to move from here, but we lose it from a bit of complacency shown by Højbjerg. Out wide to Rico Henry, one-on-one with Emerson. Emerson with a big swipe on him and gets done. And then Romero wins it back. Emerson needs to be much better one-on-one there. But yeah, the urgency will open the things up, open the game up a bit more, Adrian, at the end of the day.
This is exactly what I was talking about at halftime, though. How many touches are Dyer taking on the ball now? One touch and pass. See what we're doing? It's magical when you do the right things, isn't it? Why do we have to wait 45 minutes and a bollocking off the manager to be able to fucking do it, though? Honestly, it comes down to these players having to be told what to do every time rather than seize the initiative.
Another set piece for
put in a
Brentford.
shit delivery. Every delivery at Tottenham was crap, and he's putting every delivery on the money. No. Get beat. Oh, Sessegnon, that's a howler. Don't slow it down now. Yeah, that's it. Wait for every one of them to get back and get back into shape. Why do we do that? Literally, just wait for them to get back. The most sportsmanship team in the Premier League. We really are. Go on, guys. Go on. Get back there and set up your defensive shape first. Davies into Bentancur. Good pass. That's more like it. One touch. First time football. This is more like it. It's better. See? You don't take 3-4 touches on the ball. The space will miraculously appear.
Well
honestly,
said, Dave.
Call me fucking Houdini. I mean, honestly, football's not rocket science, though. It's just do the right things. Romero. Come on, Kulu. Get turned into Emerson. That's it. Oh. To Højbjerg. Emerson. Emerson, poor touch and loses the ball. Jesus Christ. Well done, Bentancur. That's not a free kick. He's dislodged the ball.
Oh my God, ref.
He dislodged the ball. Honestly, take off Emerson, bring on Bergwijn.
Yeah, it needs to happen. 68th minute as well is approaching.
That's not a free kick. That is not a free kick. If they score from this, I'd be angry. Jeez, Eriksson developing a nice ball patch there. Might have to get the Wayne Rooney treatment shortly.
No, he's probably, honest about it, Dave.
Dyer's literally marking him, man. He just pointed at someone else. Watch him. Oh, Jesus Christ. Well done, Kulu.
Yeah.
Gone out for a corner. I can't help but feel that's what they wanted,
Yeah, it's a better angle for them anyways.
Because they're just peppering our box. I mean, look how we dealt with the last set piece. It was bouncing around there. Every single one of these corners have been on the money today. And at Tottenham, he couldn't even beat the first man.
I think we need somebody. I feel like we should have Sonny or somebody maybe be available for the counter though here.
Short corner, man on the edge of the box here. No one picking him up. Everyone stands off Ericsson.
Please, please.
What was that by Moon Boots?
That's
Okay.
Kane.
Jesus, very Moon Boots-esque that was.
Yeah,
the ball comes
had
to him, I
a shit
expect him
touch.
to trap it dead, not take a touch of Eric. That's shocking. He's been way off the boil today.
I think Emerson needs to come off right away now for Bergwijn. We need to see somebody else. Just somebody else come on.
Fresh idea. Oh, back post. 3 players
Competing with each other.
Go and win this.
There you go.
Oh
my God, what is that touch?
What? Someone, that's it, Bentecourt. They stood over it.
It's a shocking touch.
That's
here.
a shocking touch. Oh. This is a good opportunity. Oh, I'll be surprised if Ericsson doesn't fancy this. Geez, that wall is very over to the right. She's giving him a good. That's made for a left footer, that free kick. It does look like a left footer standing over it. Ericsson takes it. Yes. Couldn't get it over the wall. Made for a left footer, that free kick was. Hugo gambled there, though, setting up the wall for gambling. Ericsson was going to take it. They're just going to take their time at every set piece to slow this game down. Another long throw into the box here. Brentford win the first header. Well done, Emerson. Winning the second. It's ball over the top. Does he keep it in? He's put it out for a throw in deep in our own half. They're going to look to pen us in here. Oh, I don't care how the goal comes. We just got to get out here with 1-0. Emerson goes down the line with the throw in. Straight to a Brentford player.
Well, there you go.
Højbjerg. Go on, Sonny. Try, Sonny. Play it.
There we go.
On goal.
Make that run, Sess.
Slowing down.
Okay.
Outside of you. What?
Please tell me that isn't a goal kick. There's no way.
God, haul him off. If that's not a goal, if that's a goal kick, haul him off.
Okay, no, I'm gonna say this. This is even worse than Regulons against Brighton. This is even worse.
Haul him off.
Wing back. I think he's been even worse than Regulon, Dave. I'm sorry.
He has been. He has been. Spurs fans with their hands in their head. They can't believe what's going on. They're all looking at them. They're all pissed off. I do not blame them. Brentford just going to go a long ball here again up to the front line. No, they don't. That's a Spurs throw. One he is. Well done, Sonny. Oh, to Dyer. Oh my God. Oh my God, Moon Boots. Oh my God. If he does not wake up, where is he putting that to? Where is he putting that to? He's not even on his toes when the ball comes back to him. Flat-footed. Someone give him some insults. It's bloody pathetic. Brentford with another one. Hugo Lloris comes out, gets the fist out, but he's out of goals. He's gone for a quick black in. Oh
my God.
Who was that? Harry Kane cleared that one off the line. He makes room. Gets down.
Oh my God.
We just get it away. We need to wake up here. Let's go, Sonny. Get the head up.
There you go. There you go, Højbjerg.
Oh,
Sir!
left, hurry.
He's gone away with this all game!
Put it down. Let Kane take it. Put it down.
Thank you, ref.
Well done, Højbjerg. That's it. Bentancur out to Session. Session, plenty of time to get the ball out of your feet.
On,
Someone
please,
get in the
Sess.
box.
Please, just don't panic, Sess. Thank you.
Sonny. Back to Session.
Oh, my God.
For God's sake, he's frustrating the living shit out of me.
Just,
Jesus Christ.
Dave,
We came very close there. Free header, well off the line by Harry Kane, then switched on.
Thank God.
Gets a shot between Højbjerg's legs. And who's that other one that cleared? Davies. Well done. Davies, Kane, and Hugo there. Oh. Jeez, thank God Davies got that clearance. So that was the tap in. Come on, Sonny. Good corner kick. It's a good one. Bentancur!
Low.
That's better, though. Come on. Make this a dogfight for the next 30 minutes. Get at them. That was a good opportunity. Just got high. Just got underneath it. Oh, if that was down, that top corner was open. Brentford with the long goal kick.
All right, here we go.
Well done,
Come on,
Kane.
drive, Sonny. Drive, Sonny. Sir?
Stop turning into trouble. That's it, Sonny. Well done, Sonny.
This way. Okay.
Kane. Bentancur. Moon boots.
Fine, Pierre. Moon boots. You don't need to have 8 touches. Thank you.
Bentancur. Into Davies.
Pass. Here we go.
Bentancur.
Here we go, Lolo. There you go.
No.
All right. Okay. Emerson.
Go past Emerson.
Pierre.
Højbjerg.
Emerson. Pierre, no need, Emerson. No need.
What is he doing? Take him off. Play on. But he's just giving away the ball again. Oh, unlucky Højbjerg. Gone for the switch.
There you go, Stas.
That's a free. Ref, he's just pushed them.
You can't go down that easy there.
Give a free kick to them. Well done, Davies. Come on. Mistakes are starting to creep in here from Brentford defensively. We just need that one chance.
I need to see Bergwijn come on.
Yeah.
Just for one of them. Just for Sass or Emerson, to be honest.
Yeah. Davies.
I think they've been actually as bad as each other. Emerson, and I actually would make the argument Emerson at least has had one good ball in, and that was Harry Kane's feet, at one stage.
Yeah. Drive into that space. Out to Session. There's no excuse for Session because the guy used to be a winger. And it's a shit pass into Sonny.
I don't know. I just didn't really believe that the hype that he's
well done, Dyer.
A million times better than Reguilon.
I'd say Højbjerg into Bentancur. Bentancur turns, son.
There you go.
Oh, shit pass. Well done, Kulu. Keep going, Kulu. That's it. Emerson, go. Well done, Højbjerg.
Right.
Ref.
Well done, player. Thank you, sir.
Hey, he's nice. Slightly on that one. Chipped himself up there, Jacko.
No, I think it was Eriksson who tripped him up, and I think he, said something to Eriksson about it.
Bentancur. Davies. Back to Bentancur.
Cheeky little dive in front of Eriksson.
To Højbjerg. Session. Goes to Skinny's man yet again. It's another shit delivery.
We can't even get past his man. That's my thing. Like, he's not really that quick, actually, Session, on the ball either.
Well done, Bentancur. To Davies. To Kulu. Romero, go on the outside of him, kid. That's it. Create the space for him. Back to Bentancur.
Oh, turn
Bentancur.
Turn low.
Højbjerg. Bentancur. To Dyer. Pass is starting to get sloppy. You're about to give it away any minute.
All right, pick out a dime, Pierre.
Out to
there
Kulu.
You go, Kulu.
That's it, Kulu. Well done, Kulu. To Davies. Get out to Sonny quick. Sonny. Neither a cross or a shot. I knew the sloppy pass was coming. Ref, I mean, how long does he want to take on this? It's not a penalty he's taking. It's a goal fucking kick. Emerson, control it. To Dyer. Dyer, do not take 10 touches. Oh, there's a man down. Who's down? Romero holding his midriff. Jack, Conte need to make changes?
Yeah, I think he needs to go to some version of a 4 in the back, Dave, or just needs to find a way to fit in Bergwijn and Lucas. I think you bring on Lucas as well, to be fair. I think you keep Son and Kane on the pitch. Maybe you take off Kulusevski and keep Son and Kane on the pitch, move on Lucas and Bergwijn, and then keep Bentancur and Højbjerg. That way you don't have to put on Winks. Move maybe Davies to left back, Romero, Dyer center backs, and then
Looks
I
like
guess
Sanchez
you would
is
take
warming.
off. I think you take off Sessegnon. I think you take off Sessegnon and then move Royale to like a right back.
I think I
like
just see
fullback.
Sanchez getting ready, Jack.
Maybe that's to move to the back 4. I'm not sure. Maybe that's to help
I
move
want
to
push
it. I have
Romero
no
right
idea.
back, Davies left back.
Maybe Sanchez in case we get a corner kick. I mean, we have no hope in ever winning any corners ever. Maybe that's why. Maybe it has to do with Romero here. But I think Romero's just. I think Romero's actually fine.
He's an animal. He'll be fine. No way that's keeping him out. Davinson Sanchez is coming on for Tottenham Hotspur. Why is the bald guy doing the 4 official? Why is he doing the board?
He always does the board.
Oh, does he?
Yeah, the hitman does the board, Dave.
Sanchez.
The hitman has to have some role. He has to have some vague role, despite what we know he actually does.
I don't know what the plan is with Sanchez coming on. It's baffling.
I think we're maybe going to try to move to a back 4 of some sorts.
Yeah.
Ball in assess. Wins it to Sonny.
What? Oh. Sessegnon. He's too weak. He is too weak. He's talking about lifting weights and everything. He can't even beat his man. What is that by Moon Boots? See Kulu. Kulu's reaction is absolutely spot on there. Will you wake up, you absolute moonhead? I wonder if Sanchez coming off a Dyer, actually.
No, I mean, Dyer's been that atrocious.
Number 6. Sessegnon's off. Sanchez is on. So that means Davies is going out to left wing back and Sanchez will come into the middle.
I
reckon
Sessegnon's been that poor. I could say whatever works, out there. But I think then Royale has to come off. I feel like Emerson has to come off.
I reckon Reguilon or Bergwijn for Emerson has to be the next one. He's been shit today, Sessegnon. Absolutely dog shit. Come on, Kulu. That's it. Just charge. Just go. Emerson.
Okay, nice pass.
Højbjerg.
Nice pass.
Out to Davids now. You'll be brought on to be snappy. That's it. Into Sonny. Sonny to Højbjerg. Højbjerg to Romero. Romero to Emerson. Just don't give it away. Well done to Højbjerg. Round the corner to Kulu. Kulu on the ball. Wants Emerson out of the way. Sanchez out to Davies. Davies into Moon Boots. Moon Boots across to Romero. Romero to Højbjerg. Just passing it across the back 4 here now. Sanchez, open your body and drive into that fucking space. No, and he comes back. He comes back and there's not even a shadow around him. Drive into the space. We have to go and win this game. Højbjerg. Now drive. Drive. That's more like it. Out to Sonny. Sonny to Højbjerg. To Bentancur. To Sanchez.
They're putting Ben Davies in the box. I guess that's what it is.
Creating an overload. Dyer. Out to Romero. Romero to Kulu. Into Emerson. Emerson with a bit of trickery. He does the right thing, gives it to Kulu. Oh,
well done,
More
Kulu.
in by Kulu! Ben Davies!
Someone back post. Højbjerg.
Højbjerg, well done.
That's where I think Ben Davies needs to be. I don't.
Oh,
Højbjerg! Come
good
on!
pass on Kulu! Oh, he is!
Sanchez.
Bentancur.
Okay.
This is better. To Emerson. Emerson,
Watch
wake
out!
up.
Watch out, man on. Oh,
Bentancur,
well done, Bentancur.
Get back to him,
Well
Romero.
done.
Get back to him. Bentancur into
Yes.
Sonny.
Oh.
Sonny, just got into you. Why are you trying to
Well
flick
done,
it?
Moon Boots. First thing he's done well all day. Well done, Moon Boots. Good
Bentancur,
tackle.
into that space, kid.
Oh, fuck's sake.
Ben Davies retrieves it well. Come on. Into Bentancur. So just screaming just for a long ranger. Into Ben Davies. What is that?
Dara saying embarrassing, not one shot on target again so far, Dave.
It is embarrassing. I mean, someone's just got to get the ball out of their feet and just absolutely ping one. It's screaming for it. Look, they're not giving us any space in behind. There's not any space in and around that back four. So it's just screaming for someone either think one in mind or absolutely unleash one. Brentford are making 2 subs here. They're severely under the cosh the last 10 minutes. Looking to freshen it up. Who's coming off here? This is getting back to noon all day, is this? No shots on target. Guys out there at home, I don't know what to say to you. It's truly disappointing. I mean, look, the second half is a plus. At least we realised the onus was on us. Maybe 45 minutes too late, you know, but I don't know. I don't know if this goal is going to come, you know. I really don't. It doesn't look likely. It does not look likely. We're getting some good interchange, good passes in around, in the final third, but we're just not creating anything with it.
Adrian Gia saying nice tactical switch from Conte, overloading the midfield.
It's worked.
He's doing that. Is he doing that with the Ben Davies kind of coming in a bit more into the midfield? Is he saying, or just in the second half in general?
I think since the substitution, to be honest with you.
Yeah, that's what I think
since the substitution has come in, we do have that extra man because he's pushing one of them up. But it's clear, you know, it's clear that when we do get the ball into the final third, we want to try and get it out wide as quick as we can at times, especially when they're in that space. It's just what we're doing with it is fuck all. Into Bentancur, Kulu. Poor pass by Kulu. Mopped up by Romero. Romero to Højbjerg. Højbjerg to Dyer. First time. Just first time. You don't need 10 touches. 10 touch Moon Boots. 20 touches. Out to Kulu. Moon Boots carries on his run. Emerson. Højbjerg. Out to Dyer. What's Dyer doing up there? Good flick to Emerson. Emerson. Kulu.
Oh.
It's a corner kick to Tottenham Hotspur. Come on, put this one on the money. This is better from Tottenham. Just put this one on the money. I wonder what Bergwijn must have slept with Conte's daughter or something like that. Dyer being held. Oh.
Okay. Get there. Well done.
On Højbjerg. Out to Bentancur.
Oh, good ball in. Good
Sanchez.
control, Sanchez.
Yeah. Out to Sonny. That's a shit ball.
Oh, yes? Oh, what is that touch, Ben?
Now get it out. Put it in. Put it in. Recycle it. Kulu wanted it. Oh,
yes,
Kulu.
Oh, just play that short pass in. Just play that short pass.
Tottenham win the ball back. Oh, it's getting nervy. This is getting nervy. Wink's warming up.
Yano saying Wink's warming up with a frightening sight.
Yeah, he's begging for a minute. Oh, come on, change the game for you, Gaffer. No, you won't. You wouldn't even change your socks in the morning, you shitbag.
Oh, yes? Play him, Sonny?
Oh, if he could just... Oh, it's got to be a better pass, man.
I think the first touch let him down. First touch let him down.
Oh, it's poor. We were through there. Emerson, come on. We just need one big chance. To Moon Boots. Moon Boots to Emerson. Emerson back to Moon Boots. No, don't start this shit when he's going back to walking. Miscontrols the ball. Doesn't even know where it is. Hugo Lloris pumps it long. To nobody. To absolutely nobody. Mero. To Højbjerg. Højbjerg out to Emerson. Look forward. That's it, Højbjerg. That's it, Højbjerg. Go on, Kulu. Go on, Kulu. Into Kane. Kane.
He's offside.
Oh. How was he offside there? Lucas Moore getting warmed up and top off to come on. Who's he coming on for, I wonder? Surely Emerson. Yeah, he's pointed to the wing. He must be coming on for Emerson, surely.
Seba saying Lucas on and Bergwijn in for Son and Kane. Come on, last 10 minutes. What's the worst that can happen? They must be a bit ahead. Maybe they're coming on for both Kane and Son. Is that what's
surely not.
Here?
We'll give the substitution a minute, Jack. I'll see what happens, and then we'll answer Seba's super chat. Surely not. Because if anyone's going to get you the goals, it's them.
I think you would just you would keep all four of them on. That's what you would do. But Harry Kane here, oh my god, and the referee.
Oh, he blew it up. Kulu was onside when he played him through, and he's brought it back. Where's the advantage? That is shocking.
Just when he needed, Dave. I mean, he gave us an advantage when we had a free kick at the top of the opposition box. But then in this situation, he gives us no advantage. I mean.
Oh, even worse, he's giving a free kick to them.
Oh, wow.
Oh, wow. Now we know why he's put in charge.
He didn't even touch the ball, referee. He didn't even touch the ball. He didn't even touch the ball. He just went right through Sonny. All right, go H. Come on, H.
Good ball to Kulu.
There you go, Kulu.
Now, just long bust forward. I don't care who you are.
Oh,
Kulu, that is shocking.
Oh my
Emerson,
God.
Go on, Kulu. Make up for it, son. Keep pressing. Make him go long.
Come on, come back, Emerson.
Say Kulu. No easy ball. Please be someone there. That's it. We're putting them under pressure now. Just got to quicken it up. Last 5. Come on. Just one chance. I beg you. God, please. Davies into Son. Back to Davies. A lot of lack of movement off the ball here. Højbjerg. At least he's trying something. I mean, no one's moving. That's why I won back by Romero. He's giving a free kick.
Right.
Quickly.
You can't just let him just grab the ball and then make you think that's a foul. No. Moon Boots, you can dive in there if you want to.
No, he doesn't, Jack. He doesn't want to. Sanchez, good pass. Sanchez. Højbjerg. Bentancur.
All right, here we go. Romero.
Into Kulu. Kulu back to Emerson. Switch out to the left. Switch the fucking thing out to the left. Oh, Lord. Oh, Lord. Oh, Lord. Take him off. Take him off.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, he's got to come off now. Conte is furious. Yeah, he's off. He's been taken off for that. Lucas is on. That's shocking. That's a simple pass. Oh, that's it. Change throwers, the old classic. Sebas, Look, I'd get Bergwijn on as well. Do we have another substitution? Sanchez, Lucas. Yeah, we do.
I saw Lucas
Get
warming up.
Bergwijn
I
on.
guess Bergwijn.
Lucas has
Yeah.
come on. Lucas has come on for Emerson. Right call, but he needs to get Bergwijn on the pitch now.
But he's saying, would you do it for Son and Bergwijn? I'm not really sure about that. I mean, I think what you do is you have all four of them on at the same time.
Yeah.
That's what I would say, Sebas. And then you would say, what's the worst that can happen? That's what
You've
I
got to
would probably say it, my man.
Exactly. You've got to commit the bodies forward now at this stage. You've got to go for the win. Brentford with another long throw into the box here. Well won. Come on, Lucas. Keep the pressure on. Keep going. Keep going. You're only on the pitch. Why are you slow? Why is he worried about getting back into position? Someone put pressure on him. We have to go and win this ball back here. Brentford are delighted with a point. Absolutely buzzing. Fucking press, please. I don't want to wait till 87, 88 minutes or 89 minutes to get the ball back. Put the pressure on. This is getting embarrassing. Brentford attacking our left-hand side. He puts the ball in the box. It's a free header at the back post. It's a goal kick to Tottenham. Come on, one glorious chance. Just give us one glorious one. Oh, big up, Sebas Wolf. Really appreciate the support, my man.
Really appreciate always appreciate your support, my man. Always in here for game days as well, Sebas. Absolute legend.
Dyer. Out to Sanchez. Sanchez goes route one to absolutely nobody.
Yeah, why not
do a left-footed long ball with fucking We spent 2 minutes chasing that to try and get it back, and we've literally just doofed it back to them.
Please have some composure here, Moon Boots. Please. And he doesn't. Thank you, Moon Boots.
Oh, yes. Oh, come on, Lucas. Come on. That's a sending off. He's literally pulled him down.
Ref, he's in on goal there.
He's in on goal. I thought that was the chance coming.
Damn it. Why can't they just kick off the sandals, Dave? You know, why can't they just put on the sandals for this game, Brentford, and just let him through there? Oh, he would have been through on goal.
If he was true. The defender completely misjudges it. We just got to put in a good delivery here. No excuses. Just got to put this in the right place. Moonboot's telling Højbjerg to get into the box. I think someone's cool to go for goal here. If I can let read. That is shocking by Son. That is absolutely shocking into the keeper's hands.
What a waste. What a waste.
What is the point in sending the big men up forward?
If we're just going to do that, might as well have had Kulu take it and have a shot on goal.
He just put it straight into the keeper's hands. I mean, that's just brain dead. It's absolutely brain dead. What is the point in sending your big men up the backspin the keeper put on that kick? But what is the point in sending your big men up forward there if you're going to do that, though? No. No.
Oh my God.
It just hit the post and nearly an exact replica of Brighton. Oh my God, we got away with that. Now that's the delivery we should have done up the other end. It's off the post on side netting.
Oh my God.
Kane, well won. Go on, Sonny. Some boys get forward and help him.
Fuck's sake.
That is shocking. Son's out on his feet. Well done. Sonny, you're on the edge of your box. Well done. Højbjerg into space to Kane. Kane get turned. Lucas make a run in behind. Good ball into Bentancur. Bentancur with acres of space. What can he do? Moon Boots wanted that one in behind Kulu. Ball towards Kane! Oh! He nearly scored the overhead. Oh my God, if that went in. Oh, that is inches, Jack. Oh. That was it. That was the big chance. I thought he won it. What an effort. What a bloody effort. Come on, just get it down. One more. Take control. Where's the composure there from Moon Boots? Why has he just ballooned it straight back to them? There's no money around him. Take a fucking touch, son. They're going to pump it long again. Referee. I mean, how long does he want? Is there a 6-second rule in place or not? We don't win it. Moon Boots kicks it back again to them. Romero's down. Now's not the time to be rolling around. He's up. Well done. Bentancur reminds him. It doesn't matter because Moon Boots has kicked the ball out to them anyway. It's a free kick. Dyer, go long. Send them up. Send Sanchez up. Gone out wide to Harry Kane. Harry Kane gets the flick on. Ben Davies. What is that? It's a Tottenham throw deep in the half. He's blown it up. He doesn't even let us take the throw in. Oh my God. It's ended Tottenham nil, Brentford nil. Stalemate here at the Brentford Community Stadium. Not the result Tottenham wanted, Jack.
I don't really have words, Dave.
I do not have words.
It felt like we sort of changed something in the second half. Felt like we kind of did. Felt like we were sort of going for something there. But I'm starting to just think, Dave, it really is just the quality that's just letting us down here, if you ask me. I think a lot of times it's just been the quality. There have been times when I feel like we find ourselves in good positions and we find ourselves actually where all it takes is just somebody put in a good ball. All it takes is for somebody to have a good touch. All it takes is for somebody to actually have a bit of composure. And we just don't have it. And Dave, I know maybe people would say, oh, we just need more effort. We just need more urgency. I'm starting to think, Dave, that just seems a bit ridiculous to me, because if the players don't have the effort, if they don't have the urgency, knowing what maybe this game is at stake, knowing the consequences of these sort of games, that kind of makes me think that that's probably ridiculous to even say. I'm starting to think, Dave, and this is maybe more realistic or maybe just sadder to say and more brutally honest, I think it's just the quality. I think the quality has let us down in a lot of players, and maybe we had been getting away with it in certain games with Antonio Conte. That's what I'm starting to think. Maybe certain games we just got away with, the players like, the players like Emerson, the players like, Sassignon and Reguilon and whatnot. Because I'll be honest, Sassignon's performance, Dave, was no better than Reguilon's, if not 1,000 times worse. I have been, and Dave, I know you've heard this from me before on this channel, I have always thought that Reguilon is still the better option between the two. I don't really want to say proven right or anything with that, but I do want to say that I feel like to say that he's 1,000 times better in any way, Sassignon, I mean, I think we just got a bold-faced, version of what he really is, which is nothing any better than Reguilon offers. And then I think players like maybe the fullbacks, to a degree, maybe Eric Dyer as well, they just let us down, Dave. It's just the quality that let us down. I know we want to say it's a lack of effort. I know we want to say, oh, it's just because they don't want it, but I find that hard to believe. I really do, because I feel like they do. I mean, how could they not want this, Dave? How could they not? So Jack, I think a lot of it just has to do with
that first quality. Half performance. That first half performance, Jack, they didn't want it. It took a rollicking at halftime for them to come out and realize, oh, we actually are the ones that have to take the initiative in and out of possession. Instead of sitting back and letting them pass it around and keeping in shape, we actually have to go and win it back because we're the ones that need the win. They're playing to go on to, they're just seeing out there the rest of the Premier League to go on holidays. Second half, much improved, but still not
We look
good
like
enough.
the team on holiday, Dave.
You know, look what happens once Dyer stops taking 4 or 5 touches on the ball at the back. We moved the ball a lot quicker, and we looked a bit better in the second half. But you're right. Ultimately, there's no point in doing that when you just do not have the quality. We did not.
Well,
have
because
the
Moonboots, Dave, he's taken 6 touches there. So if he has 6 touches, either he's finding a pass that's there that maybe most people wouldn't have the time to find, or there's somehow magically no one open that he can find. But I find that hard to believe. I bet if you're taking 6, 7, 8 touches on the ball, like Moonboots is, there's got to be someone that he can find it. There's got to be someone that he can ping it to. But that's what I think then it comes down to, Dave. It's just quality. Moonboots can't find a pass when he has 8 touches. Sessegnon needs maybe 8, 9 touches to get the ball under control, and then he'll still touch it 8 yards in front of himself. He also doesn't have the pace to get by anybody with the ball. This was something we were criticizing Reguilón with today, Dave. Sessegnon was no better, if not worse, I thought, at least getting by his man. And then we look at players like Emerson who just want to play safe every time and just stat pad. I think that's the other problem with Emerson is it's not even like he gives the ball away. I sort of, but it's just stat pads. He just plays sideways passes all games until, the whistle is blown and then he just, jogs off the pitch. So I really think it's just come down more to quality, Dave, than really effort, because there have been moments when I see the players and they are showing effort. It's just quality for me. That's just hurting them.
No, 100%. 100%. And the outlad is kind of summed it up here. He says, I'm in shock, to be honest. Lack of respect for Spurs fans. They just handed 4th place to the Gooners. The team just don't get it. They don't. They don't. No. They're too scared. Big babies. Absolutely fed up with it. And I mean, it's just not good enough. I mean, you Brighton and Brentford, the 2 games you got to be winning. If you want to be playing against Barcelona's, Real Madrid's, Munich's, Inter Milan's, Juve, if you can't beat these fucking teams, you do not deserve to be playing in Europe against these teams.
I agree.
If you cannot find the answers to break these teams down, you do not deserve it. It's not good enough from these players. I don't want to hear excuses about tactics, this, that, and the other. It's the same formation, the same tactics that got us here. The difference is do the players have the answers? No, they don't. They don't. The minute the going gets tough, they get nervous and they absolutely bottle it. I'm absolutely fed up with it. I'm fed up with it. I've had it up to here. Last week, put it down to a once-off. Show Spurs fans it's a once-off. But they will go out and put in the exact same performance like they did last week. In fact, we nearly got caught right at the end, like we did last week. How badly do you want it? I don't want to hear them in the press. Oh, we want it, we want it. Yeah, we're gunning for it. Show me on the pitch. Show me in actions. The way we started the game is absolutely disgraceful. The way we started that game is disgraceful. You have to wait till halftime for a bollocking off your manager to start going and doing the right things and being proactive. They don't have, these men don't want Champions League. They just don't. But look, guys, there's over 237 in-house. We are going to try and get everybody's comments up on screen as we can. All we ask you to do is just help us out here. Just smash that like button, smash that subscribe button. And guys, feel free to grab a membership or send in a super chat and help support what we're doing over here. But Dara says anyone that stands up for any of these players, they need to wake up. Jack, would you agree with Dara here?
I mean, I do support these players, Dara. There are actually a few players that I do support. I support Højbjerg. Again, I don't really think Højbjerg at all is to blame for any of these performances. In fact, I think he's been a bit of a shining light, even amongst him and Bentancur. I think he's even been playing better than Bentancur the last few games as well. Bentancur, I support. Kulusevski, I support. Sonny Kane, I support. Romero, of course, we support. Lloris, I support. I guess the rest of that team is up for grabs, Dara, have at them, have the Wolves, go after them, because to be honest, I haven't supported those since last season. And we kind of even talked about it today. As much as these players have actually had really good spells of form to help us get to top 4 this season, we know they're fully capable of taking us away from top 4. We know they're fully capable of, hurting us. And we spoke about this morning, and we said this is their opportunity for them to prove us wrong. This is their opportunity for them to show that they really are something this season. And I don't know, they decided to fit the bill that they normally do. And that's what I think is more the problem here, Dara, is that they're actually I don't know, Dave, proving us right, or maybe going back to their old ways is maybe a way of putting it. I would say, Dara, that's the way it kind of hurts us. I must be honest.
For God's sake, just for once, prove everybody wrong and go out and do your job. Whether the pressure's on, go out and put it. That's what you play for. You play for them pressure moments. Jesus Christ, go out and do your bloody job. Lightwork says 3-4-3 formation is not working. I'm disappointed. Do you know what? Look, I hear a lot of this, but I don't buy it. What is Conte supposed to do with a squad of 12 players? And I say 12 because you have your starting 11. Ollie Skip is injured. Doherty's gone. And you have Bergwijn, who's the only one that has been able to actually do anything coming off the bench. So you have 12 players. With 12 players, you don't actually have that much room for flexibility. Look, it's not the formation. The formation is not the problem here. It's the exact same formation that we slapped Newcastle with 5-1, bet Aston Villa with 4-1, slapped other teams in that run as well. Exact same formation. Now, look at the difference in the second half to the first half. Same formation. What was the difference? Conte got a hold of them at halftime. That's on the players. That's not formation today. If we didn't see an improvement after halftime, I'd say, okay, fair enough. But we've seen an improvement after halftime. Everyone was sitting here saying, Jesus Christ, they got a relic, and look at them now. That's not formation. That is players.
But even we said before, like the system, Dave, like someone said, like, does Antonio Conte need to change his system for the players in order to get the results? And then we kind of thought about it. It's like, why would Antonio Conte want to change the system that he has gotten to this pedigree of managerial success for these sort of players? Why would he want to, get the best out of Emerson? Why would he want to get the best out of Sessegnon? Why would he want to get the best out of Moon Boots? But it feels like he's even already had to do that. I feel like I've seen him have to do that so far this season, but for him to do that even more in order to get results, it just seems a bit ridiculous, because why on earth would we then bring in somebody like Antonio Conte only to criticize him the same way we criticized other managers in the past? Like, why are we criticizing Antonio Conte for his system and for maybe not getting the best out of these players when we know that these players are just fully capable of these sort of performances and fully capable of, getting us as close to top four as they are, as just absolutely bottling it and taking us away from top four.
Yeah, exactly. And look, I understand when people say, oh, but you've got to change and adapt your system to what you have. The players didn't complain about the 3-4-3 when they were slapping teams. So why all of a sudden, because we're losing now, he has to change everything that has got us here? The players have to do more. You look at the difference in the first half compared to the second half. That's not tactical changes. That's not formational changes. That is a difference in the players' attitude. That's what that is. Yeah. I don't want to hear the players complain about formation. I actually don't want to hear anybody complain about the formation, because it's down to the players at the end of the day. Look, the players never once complained about any formations. To be able to get to trials with a club, you've played in multiple positions for your hometown team. Once you get to a club, all the way through the academy, you've played in different formations, different positions, and different systems. And once you broke into the first team, 9 times out of 10, you're playing out of position. Look at Trent Alexander-Arnold, played midfielder for Liverpool in their academy, plays right back for the senior team. We don't make the excuse that the system doesn't suit him or we're not playing him in the right place. Look, we've done this under Jose Mourinho. We've done this under Jose Mourinho. I'm not about to do this again. The players.
Not doing it again.
Players. I'm not going into questioning managers and the tactics and what formation suits these players. Someone come to me and tell me what formation suits these players then. Because if it's we have to adapt the formation to what we've got. Tell me what formation suits these players. That's what I ask, because at the end of the day, it's the players. It's not the formation. Complete different contrast and ask. It's got to be the players.
Kafkov game is saying Conte to PSG Spursy, a dead club. I keep telling you, it's not a dead club, though, Kafkov. And I mean, honestly, I would keep that out of your mouth. Honestly, Kafkov, at least don't go to that rate. And as well, though, I don't think Conte is going to PSG, to be honest. I think Conte, he has to realize that he has a contract for the rest of this. He also has to know that, if he were to leave this club and if he were to back out this summer, especially this early, I think it all points towards him. And then he kind of gives Levy a free pass, if you ask me. I think that's the big part as well, is that Conte has to leave until it shows that, Levy wasn't willing to back him. If he leaves early and he kind of just throws the toys at the pram, I think it kind of makes Conte look like the bad guy, if you ask me. Kevkov.
Yeah.
Do appreciate the support, my man.
But we're not a dead club. Don't ever say that about Spurs, my man.
Keep that
Ever.
out of your mouth.
Even when we lose, we're not dead, my man. We're not dead. The Bolton Duda.
Duda with a big one.
Good to see you in, brother. Look, I hope things are well. He says, we simply just do not deserve top 4. We would be lucky to hold on to 5th place, play for Europa League now. We will have to name out every single one of those players. Defense, midfield, attack, all were crap. No, look, the whole team. Whole team was crap today. Everybody. No one done enough. Even players that upped their performance in the second half, they're still crap, because where was that in the first half? Why did you have to wait for a manager to fucking rile you up in the dressing room? You even riling you up before the game. Get out there and do your job. Every single one of them players has to take. Hugo Lloris, shit kickouts at time, putting him to where nobody was. Eric Dyer, absolutely crap on the fucking football. Ben Davies, not great. Romero, okay. Emerson, crap on the football. Absolutely crap. Session, shit on the ball. Højbjerg and Bentancur, good at times, but again, shit at times. Kane Son Kulu, good at times, some good stuff, but then a lot of shit stuff as well. Right throughout the team, everybody has to take accountability for this today. Everybody was shit. Everyone.
I don't know, the bottom Duda. It feels like this team was good enough for top 4. Felt like they were good enough for performances at top 4. We've seen them pull off ridiculous standards against Man City. We've seen them make, Liverpool look like, somebody that didn't deserve a point at all. In fact, we probably should have gotten all 3 points there. We've made ridiculous comebacks at the end of the 90th minute. We've showed that we could even get results under Nuno ball at certain stages as well. This team is a phenomenon. To try to make predictions about this team is ridiculous, because we could also be sitting here with a 3-0, 4-0, and then be sitting with the same result next week with Leicester, and then find ourselves, completely, I don't know, just confused. I think it'd be the same thing as well, where who knows, maybe with Leicester next week might end up being a 4-1 or a 3-1, to Spurs, and we'll just have no idea what this team is even about. I just don't really understand about Duda why the certain players can't put in a similar performance against similar systems, as well as it being a 4-3-3. For Brentford, it wasn't going to be the negative 3-5-2 that I thought they were going to go with. It felt like more or less a similar sort of system to that maybe that Newcastle was going with when we, played them, really deep lying sort of 4-3-3 of some kind. We somehow were able to get by them and have no problem whatsoever. I don't know why it's any different this time. And I think a lot of it has to do with the players, though, bottom Duda.
It's the change in attitude. Look, the pressure's got to them. The pressure has got to them. You see it on the pitch. The passing is nervy. We're not even creating any more chances anymore whatsoever. Tottenham have always been better as a chasing team. That's when you see Tottenham flourish. As soon as the onus is on you and the pressure's on you, you see players getting nervous. The passing becomes crap. You stop taking the risks you were taking beforehand. And that's what's happened over the last 2 games. All of a sudden, top 4 is in our control, and we've gone out there not to lose, rather than play to win, like we have done in previous weeks. It's absolutely not good enough. No shots on target. Yeah, I fucking can. I mean, have we really gone back that far to under Nuno times? Has it really gotten that bad? Look at the players we have. We've got Kane, we've got Son, we've got Kulu. The best chance we had comes from a piece of magic at the end from Harry Kane with the overhead. Best chance we have. That is not good enough. We need to be putting chances on the plate for Sonny like we were beforehand. We need to be getting Kane on the ball like we were beforehand. It's just not good enough right now. It's absolutely slow, lethargic shit, and nobody wants to be the one to give the ball away. And then they start getting nervous, and then they all start giving the ball away. Even when we hold possession for periods of time, you see one sloppy pass, and then you just know next 2-3 passes we're giving it away. What was the point of holding sustainable pressure? When you have that sustainable pressure, do it like Liverpool do. Put balls into the box. Put balls over the top. Ask questions. Everything was just in front of them today. No one wanted to take a shot from distance. They were screaming out for it. Nobody wanted to do it. And that's because everyone is playing scared. They're playing scared. We weren't playing like that against Newcastle or Aston Villa when we were chasing top 4. Everyone was at it, pinging shots, playing risky passes. But since the onus was on us, we've started to play scared and we've gone within ourselves. Big up the bottom, Duter. Really appreciate the support, brother. Big yourself up. Dark Zone G says Leicester plays Roma one day before us. No excuse, 3 points.
This felt like a game with no excuses, Dark Sun G, but
Yeah.
I hear you. I hear you. I mean, with Leicester, I mean, they have really nothing to play for in the Premier League, nothing whatsoever. They should have no reason to even care about the Premier League games. To be honest, it felt that way with Brentford. I guess Brentford just want to bow out, continue to play, every Premier League game like it's their last. Maybe credit to them, fair play to them that's the effort they want to put on.
Yeah.
But Dark Sun G, I'm with you. I think no excuse. But to be honest, this game was no excuse either. But Dark Sun G, really appreciate all your support, my man. Really appreciate you always sticking by us on game days, my man.
Yeah. Big up, Dark Zone G. Big up, my man. Oh, Jack, I'm absolutely gutted. I'm absolutely gutted, man. I mean, why did it do this to us? Why give us this hope? We've come to form at the right time. Business.
Had this been the result, Dave, we had gotten against Brighton, I think this would have then been a different result today.
Oh, 100%.
If this had been the game, this was a replica of the game that we had against Brighton. But the big difference with Brighton is that we actually somehow didn't get, a point out of that. Had we gotten a point out of that last game against Brighton, I think this would have ended up being a 1-0 or a 2-0 like I originally predicted.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's the problem with me.
Oh, man, I'm just gutted. I'm just absolutely gutted. Why build my hopes up like that? It's absolutely heart-wrenching. Faz Radfar says, wingbacks killed us again.
But it's still in our hands.
Do you know what? They did kill us again. And look, to be fair, they actually did try taking on their opponents more than what we did last week. But again, the delivery into the box has been absolutely fucking awful. How many times do we see the ball just put into a position where the keeper can just claim it? Put into a position where there's no Spurs player, only a Brentford player to head it away. Barely get the ball across the box. How many bloody times do we see that today? If you get the ball into the box, I mean, it's not hard. First touch is out your feet. Second half is you wrap your foot around it and you whip it in. You whip it in. It's not hard. But we seem to make it look like it's fucking one of the hardest things to do on planet Earth. We make it look like bloody rocket science. It's ridiculous. Simply, ball out of the feet, put it into a danger area. Not hard. You don't even have to aim for somebody. Look where they are, look where the danger area is, and put it in. It's so easy. It's schoolboy stuff. Schoolboy stuff. But big up Faz Radfar. You're absolutely spot on, my man. Killed us yet again today. But look, it wasn't just them, to be fair. It was everybody. Everybody. Shane O'Neill, I hope you're keeping well, my man. It's good to see you, brother. He says, don't want to hear about Harry Kane anymore. Every season going on about meeting his ambition. He's been as inconsistent as anyone in the squad this season. Do you know what, Shane O'Neill? I get what you're saying. He's the only one that had a chance today.
He hasn't been inconsistent this season, though, like to say that. But to say that he was not there today, to say that he didn't show up today, absolutely right, Shane. But to say that he's been inconsistent this season, dead wrong, I would probably argue. But the whole reason we're even in this spot in the first place is because Harry Kane has decided to step up and be able to put the team on his back in terms of the goals and the assists to get us to this position. But if Shane is by what you mean is to say that he didn't show up to today, to say that he didn't put his number forward to be counted, I think I agree with you. But I could say that with pretty much, I think the whole 11, maybe bar one player. I don't know, maybe bar one or two players. I think there was maybe one decent performance out there. But
and look, I'm not defending Kane. He didn't show up today. He did not show up today. Yeah. But what I will say is you look back over the last two games, since we have not been able to get him on the ball.
We've been playing garbage.
What has others done around him that has shined over the last couple of weeks because he's been starting the attacks, because he's putting through the true balls? Look, this one is not on Kane. Today is not on Kane. Nobody showed up. Kane is the only one that had our own chance, and that comes from a piece of magic by putting himself in the position to do the overhead kick. He didn't show up today, but 11 players didn't show up today. 11 players. Not just one player. And at the end of the day, look, whether us Spurs fans like to accept it or not, everybody else outside of Spurs, thinks this guy is world class and would do anything to have him in the team. But the problem is when Kane doesn't show up, who else steps up? Who else steps up?
Yeah, and I think, Dave, that's a good point to say that the reason we've been playing so garbage the last two games has a lot to do with the fact that Harry Kane's service and his our ability to get the ball into his feet for him to make things happen, it's just been non-existent. Even just our ability to just get the ball into the final third has just been absolutely atrocious. So, I mean, we've no wonder we've been struggling getting the ball into Harry Kane's feet. We've struggled to even get into the final third.
I asked the question in pre-match pump up today, Jack. If Harry Kane gets marked out of the game today or doesn't turn up today, what can Son and Kulu do to get themselves into the game? No one
I
wants to
think Sonny
question them
did a
today.
decent. I think Sonny did a decent effort trying to get himself into the game, but I agree with you, David. It's
Yeah,
a good
Jack,
question,
either.
and look what happened. But look what happened. When you take Harry Kane out of the game, they still couldn't find a way to make enough of an impact to really, get anything going. Still, I
No,
agree.
that's fair. But like the thing is, Son and Kulu may have got on the ball in deeper positions. But how many passes did they give away in the final third? Nobody wants to speak about that. Nobody
Mm.
wants to speak about how many that free kick at the end that Sonny took right into the keeper's hands, which was absolutely shocking. How many times at one stage the ball was put into his feet, he tried to flick it instead of taking the touch. Misplaced passes. Kulusevski right at the end tries to put one into Emerson's path. It's too slow. He
Yeah,
gave away the ball. Nobody wants to talk about that. If you want to talk about it, at least be honest about the whole front three. None of
I
them
agree.
showed up today. And the
I
question
agree.
is if Kane can't get them into the game or can't get them into positions where they can influence the game and affect the game in terms of goals and assists in dangerous positions, how do they get themselves into the game? They can't.
I agree. Dude. I've been
Can't.
I said the same thing. I think right before that, where I just think if to say that Harry Kane didn't show up today is to say the same thing about the rest of the whole squad. I think I more or less said that. But Shane O'Neill, big yourself up, my man. Do really appreciate the support.
Big up, Shane. Big up, my man. Daniel Larson says we need 4 new wing backs, at least 3, just so bad. Yeah, look, I definitely think we need an overhaul in that department. 100%. Definitely something else at left wing back, something more adventurous, something better on the ball. Same as that right wing back, to be honest with you. Jack, what do you think?
2 new right wing backs. I don't really. I mean, if Doherty can, be able to be a reliable right wing back next season, I'd be pretty surprised. In the case of Sessegnon and Reguilon, it seems like neither of them are good enough, to be able to play, as a wing back. And maybe we could actually make that argument that we actually do need a left wing back as well. I think you could say at least 3. Are 3 going to actually come through the door? I really doubt it. I think we're getting 2, but I hope we get 2 at least, because to only get 1, I think would actually be a huge disservice. That's what I would probably say. I think we need at least 2. Maybe you get 2 right wing backs, one that can sort of also play on the left wing as well, or the other way around. But I mean, Daniel Larson, I see where you're coming from after these performances. Sessegnon had just as bad of a performance as Reguilon did, if not worse. Makes you question the left wing backs. Emerson is proving to not be good enough to be able to carry us through the rest of the top 4 race. And then Doherty is turning 31 next year.
Yeah, exactly. Absolutely spot on. Big up Daniel Larson. But look, you can see we're going for right wing backs anyway. You look at the rumours lately.
Yep.
Jed Spence, don't freeze. Some links to Hakimi and Wilfred Singo as well. So we are looking for wing backs in that position. 100%, my man. It definitely needs an overhaul. Al Ben says 8 players with 0 creativity. Where would the chances come from when we play good? Solid, compact team, only good when soak up pressure and space on the break. And this is exactly what I'm talking about. Like, we can all sit here and berate Harry Kane. What? The other players in the team, you just avoiding them of their creativity. Like Alban says here, there's other 8 players, zero creativity whatsoever. And I agree with you. Look, we look to invite teams onto us and we're better on the break because Kane, Son, Kulu have space. Bentancur has space to pass it into them, and we look absolutely amazing. But the last 2 weeks, Brighton and Brentford, we've been asked a question. Our backline isn't pushing up too high. Break us down. But you know why we couldn't do it? Because all of our crosses from out wide were shit, and no one wants to take a shot from the edge of the box. When teams sit back like that, your crosses have to be on the money. Get them in behind the back line, put them on the money, or crack shots from the edge of the box. But we just don't have them answers. We do not have them answers. Jack, would you
I think a
agree with
big problem
that?
that's coming, a big problem that's been happening to us, Alban, is that a lot of teams have figured out that most of our creativity actually comes within the middle thirds of the pitch, the middle areas of the pitch. And then when they push us out wide, they know that players like Reguilon, Sessegnon, and Emerson aren't actually good enough in those areas to create things on their own. If we did have players in those sort of areas that were really creative out wide, they then would actually have to honor that. And I think there would be more space then for Harry Kane, for Kulusevski, for Sonny to operate. But the big issue is that we're so let down by the wingbacks being so uncreative in those areas that they actually end up having less space for the rest of the players to operate in. And what I think it maybe is more shocking is sometimes the areas that Sessegnon and Emerson did pick up the ball in today. Anybody that was half decent at being able to create a chance on their own would be able to have a field day with some of the areas they were picking up the ball in one-on-one situations. But since they're so poor defense or so poor going forward in those sort of situations, then teams can just basically cheat, against us. And once teams sort of cheat against us, once they really know where the real threat comes from and that they can kind of take the risk of maybe someone like an Emerson or a Sessegnon, not doing anything out there, I don't know. It's just becomes a lot easier to play against us, Al. It really does. And I don't really know how much that has to do with Conte, to be fair, either. Because if you really ask me, if he's being let down by players that just aren't good enough in those wide areas, then what does he really do then? Does he basically just play his system where you just play with defensive fullbacks? I mean, then that's not really his system then,
Yeah, exactly.
Big up,
Exactly. Big up, pal. Really appreciate support and great comment, by the way, my man. Great comment. Big up, brother. Adrian Chia says defense was better. Kane looks off the past 2 games. Yeah, look, 100% he does. Look, he's been marked out of the game, manhandled. He needs to find an answer to be able to find another way into the game. To be honest with you, I don't know if our defense was better, to be honest with you, though, Adrian. I really don't. I actually don't.
I think it was better against. I think it was better against Brighton. I think it was better against Brighton. I would make the argument. I think Brighton, we were shocking, but it was just moon boots, just really falling for a bad, play there. To be honest, Dave, I actually think we were worse defensively today, if you ask me. I don't think even either those performances were really that bad defensively. It really is just. They're just so shit in possession. Our defenders, we're just so shit in possession. That's really all it is. I know we're really poor from set pieces, but we kind of knew that. Apart from the set piece defending, I don't know. I know we're going to be reactionary, Dave, but I don't really even think we were that bad.
I don't think we were
apart from set pieces, I guess. Yeah.
I think from set pieces we were absolutely woeful. I think we actually showed them more spaces than what we did against Brighton, to be honest with you. And I just think we were actually a lot worse on the ball than what we were against Brighton, to be honest.
A lot worse.
So I do.
Which then shows how we should have gotten away with a point, at Brighton. That's what it then tells you. Big up, Adrian, though, my man. Big up. And also, Weird Sly, member for 3 months, saying, sell Cess, Reggie, Emerson, honestly, and keep Doherty. It's starting to look like that. Doherty, all of a sudden, has made a comeback to be the only fullback that Spurs fans want to keep. I mean, who would have thought?
Yeah, it's starting to look like that, my man. It really is starting to look like that, Weird Sly. I mean, look, they better open their wallet this summer. They better open their wallet. I mean, Pep Guardiola, the first thing he wanted at Man City was wingbacks. They went to spend 150 million on wingbacks alone. So make the money available. If that's what Conte needs and he's willing to stay, you go and make it available. It's that simple. R Green 216. Absolutely love the name. Absolutely love it. New channel member. Really appreciate that, brother. And look, we will be hosting our fan show on Monday. So please do come on and have a chat with us, have a talk with us, my man. We don't bite. We like to listen to everybody on the fan show, so please do come on and have your say on it, my man. Big yourself
and
up.
It's a great way to support the channel as well, Art Green. It's a great way to support the channel and really do appreciate it, my man. And like you said, hopefully we see you Monday. Also, big shout outs as well every single time in the chat. And then Art Green, just a really nice way to support the channel and the work we do over here. Big up, my man.
Yeah, big up, my man. It really is appreciated, lad. Really is. Big up. And we have Tom H. Big up, Tom H. And he says, Brentford away is harder than Man United at home. The scum have got to go to West Ham and Newcastle. No, look, I know, but look, the West
Those
Ham
still
game,
look like easy games, though, for them now.
The West Ham game falls in between their Europa League. It falls in between the Europa League games. So how much energy they're going to put into it? We see what happened when we played them and they played during the Sevilla games. I mean, how much energy did they really put into it after a while, at the end of the day? So, look, the only thing I will say is that maybe they could physically out-dominate Arsenal and grab a couple of goals from set pieces. That would be nice. Look, Newcastle won't be easy to go to either. I just think Arsenal probably will have enough to open up Newcastle. Look, we've got the North London Derby to go. We have to beat them. But now that Liverpool game has become a not lose. Cannot lose that. Cannot
No.
lose that, and we need Arsenal drop points somewhere else. Plus, we need to beat them. So, big up, Tom H. Really appreciate the support, brother. DB says, can't keep watching the channel when you're blinded by Conte. No, look, that's fair enough. That's fair enough, my man. Everyone's entitled to their opinion. Look, what I will say is that...
Look at the last 4 managers.
Why do we keep looking at the managers all the time? When are we going to sit there and understand that a manager has to come in eventually and do it his way to be able to build the foundations for us to rebuild and go forward? When are we going to realize that? The reason why we have Conte is because we had bloody Nuno. Conte is a massive upgrade on Nuno. And look, the guy has 12 players to work with. Well, DB, why don't we talk about that? Why don't we talk about how many players this guy actually has to work with and understand how much flexibility this guy can actually have within a limited amount of players to work with? Why don't we talk about that?
If you think there's a manager out there that can do better than what Conte already has done with this squad, I mean, feel free to tell me. But I think everybody has to realize the fact that Conte hasn't even gotten us to this position, considering the football that we were watching under Nuno, considering the players that we saw under Nuno, considering the attitudes and the issues that we had even outside the dressing room that we had under Nuno, the fact that we're even in this position in the first place is because of Conte. And if you think that's not good enough, I mean, feel free to tell me what would be better. Feel free to tell me what would be better.
Yeah, exactly. Let's get some
no reason to attack. I agree. Maybe you can attack the tactics, DB. Feel free to, criticize the tactics, but I would say it then just turns into semantics, if you ask me, because what are we going to get better then? Well, what's he going to do? Maybe you could say what he did wrong. You're welcome to say what he did wrong, but I mean, it's not going to get much better than this.
DB says change the formation. What do you want to change it to, DB? Who do you want to bring in?
Something that he doesn't know. Change it to something that he's not successful with. Change it to something that he's not really familiar with. He could change to a 4-2-4. Bottom Duda has said before that he has found success with a 4-2-4. Maybe we go with that. But I don't know, like this 3-4-3, it's what got us the original win streak, Dave. When he first came in, it's what's got us this win streak in order to get even close to top 4. So for him then to switch it, maybe he should, but I don't know. The 3-4-3 has proven to be the most successful so far. The 3-5-2 lost us a lot of games. Maybe if he switched to a 4-2-4, but I don't know.
Yeah. No, big up. The bottom do. He says this is not on the coach, players, or Levy. This is on William Kelly's fortune teller. Europa League is the most realistic trophy next season. Yeah, I think that's who we have to go and blame it on, my man. Definitely blame it on William Kelly's fortune teller. Look, we've tried doing it Mourinho's way. We've tried doing it Nuno's way. We've tried with Conte. Yeah, they even threw in Ryan Mason for good measure. And in fact, some of these players actually started not performing under Pochettino. So when are we going to realize that it's the quality of some of these individuals? Look, I've been saying it all season. Although Eric Dyer has had a good season, although Ben Davies has had a good season, you can guarantee I can pick out moments during the season that have cost us and why we're not sitting in top 4 right now. At the end of the day, consistency is a big problem with some of these players, and we know that. Now, they've been a bit more consistent than what they have been over the last few years. Lucas Moura, players like that. But they're still not at the level we need. I've been saying this all season long. Still not at the level we need. If Conte can guide this and steer this to top 4, my God, I take my hat off to you. Because if I was a manager, look, at the end of the day, Jose Mourinho tried different formations. Nuno tried a different formation, different way of playing. What way is going to get the best out of these players to not bottle things? I just don't understand it. Look, I don't even want to be in the Europa League because, look, you see what these players done last year, Europa Conference League. Oh, we don't like the fact that there's two squads, one for Europa Conference League, one for Premier League and stuff like that. Okay, maybe you don't. Maybe it's not an ideal situation. But you are the ones that got us into it. So don't sit here fucking complaining now when you're the ones that have us here. The time to do something about it is in games like this. So if we end up in the Europa League next season, I do not want to hear any cries coming from them players. Oh, it's tough, having to do 2 games a week, play Thursday, play Sunday, and you're off the back ass of Europe. And okay, that's fine. You fucking got us here, didn't you? You're the reason why we're here. Not complain. What would you say at the bottom do, Jack?
I mean, I think ever since William Kelly started believing that fortune teller to bottom two, bad things have started happening. And also, I think, William Kelly's become a bit of a winky lover recently as well to bottom Duda, which I think has also, hurt our fortunes. If anything, I think it actually might be William Kelly's fault.
Yeah, 100%.
Big
100%.
up to bottom Duda.
Big
I
up
think
the
it's ever
bottom.
since he's seen that fortune teller who's proven to be right. And then also maybe that, winky loving that's been happening a bit more than I would like as well. And all that Harry Kane doubting that's coming out of William Kelly. I think that's been, causing bad omens to bottom Duda. Big up though to bottom Duda, and big up William Kelly. Love you, brother.
No, big up the bottom dude. Really appreciate the support, my man. Azad Hamid says, sell Kane whenever crunch time, he always disappears. All I'm going to say on this
happen on these
after,
days.
look, all I'm going to say is I see one team after every single loss. People are well able to tell me if I'm wrong. There's one player every single loss that gets the blame. Even though there's another 10 players out there, there's only one player after every single game who people look. Azid, we sell Harry Kane. Would we be in the top 4 race right now if we had sold Harry Kane like people wanted to do last summer, like people are calling for now? No. In fact, we'd be a hell of a lot worse. We'd be way off it, and we'd be down where Brighton and Brentford are right now. That's where we would be.
Yeah.
Selling this guy's not the answer. But it's every single time we lose. People, Harry Kane, it's Harry Kane, it's Harry Kane, it's Harry Kane. What, we're just going to give the other 10 players a pass? I get we rely on him to create things and all. But we should be asking the questions is when he's not performing, who else is going to step up? Who else is going to grab the game by the scruff of the bollocks? Who else wants to step up and say I'm world class? Or I want to be a leader of this team? Or I want to be the one that wins this game today? Who else is going to do it if he's not doing it? Well, over the last 2 games, nobody.
Tim Man 007 is saying, apart from the fullbacks, we are desperate for a proper midfield player. Sorry, Ellie, but Højbjerg needs to go. You can say it's sorry to me as well, Tim Man. Poor player. Tim Man, I'll admit, I've said this before, if we really are to go the heights that we want to, if we want to be challenging, for Champions League, if we want to be, competing for league titles, especially league titles, Højbjerg maybe isn't the guy to get you, to that league title. To say that he's the problem right now, if we're talking about contemporary issues right now at this moment in time, Højbjerg is the last of our problems. I will tell you that. In fact, I would probably say, Tin Man, I think the past 2 games he's been better than Bentancur. I honestly will say that as well. Højbjerg created that chance where we could have gone ahead, with Reguilón before even they scored that goal. Højbjerg played that ball across the 6, for Reguilón to put away. And then there was another moment today where Højbjerg almost created one of our best chances where he was able to skin past a player and then he put a ball into the box. And I think just somebody had a really bad header or a poor header with it as well. So he's even creating more chances than Bentancur is. And he's not even supposed to be the guy that's like sitting that much further forward than him. He's actually supposed to be sitting a bit deeper as well. I understand, though, like when we're challenging for league titles, maybe 2 seasons from now, next season, who knows? Tin Man, I agree with you. Højbjerg might not be good enough, but I don't think he's the problem right now. I really don't. But look, yeah, the fullbacks are by far the main problem as well. The big up, Tin Man.
I actually think he's been better than Bentancur the last couple of games, to be honest with you. I thought he was better than Bentancur again today. I actually thought Højbjerg was probably maybe one of the only ones that could probably come off with some sort
of... Past 2 games, maybe been the best player.
I mean, look, don't get me wrong. He wasn't fucking exceptional by any means to the stand. He wasn't spraying balls like Paul Scholes ran. But he had the work ethic, he had the desire, and even in the first half, he's bollocking players, and he was trying in the second half as well. I don't think he did have that. I think he was better than Bentancur, to be honest with you. But Tim Man 007, look, at the end of the day, I am going to go back and rewatch the game, and I could end up changing my mind by tomorrow by the time we do the tactical breakdown.
Yeah, you could be right, Tim Man.
So look. What I will say is come back to me tomorrow with that, Tin Man, when I do the tactical breakdown. And look, I'll ask you there because from what I've seen immediately and from watching the game, I thought Højbjerg was probably the better of our players today. But look, like I said, let me go back, rewatch it, do the tactical breakdown, and I'll come back tomorrow and let you know what my thoughts are, my man.
Appreciate your support, Tim Man. Really appreciate it. And also like that you say that as well. Apologizing to Ali, apologizing to the Højbjerg fan club.
He has the respect to do it.
Brave man, Tin Man. Brave man. Really do appreciate your honesty as well. And it's a good point. Tin Man. Ian Cook saying performances like that make you question why you support Spurs answer because you love the club. Ian, I mean, I've seen the worst of Spurs in the last few seasons. I've also seen us during the Andre Villas-Boas days. Those were even part of the days when I was really becoming, a Spurs fan. I don't even know if anything. I think I've taken enough punches. I think I've been 30 feet below, the ground, and then even an extra 6 inches after that. And I think no matter what, I end up getting up for next weekend. I end up seeing the next game. I honestly get bored thinking about even trying to support or even thinking about, another club. Just bores me even the thought of it. Honestly, and there's no reason. There's no reason to support another club because it thins the blood, keeps you in shape just from all the sweating, just from all the nervousness, as well as, it just gives you probably the best thrill ride of any club as well. Has all the, the problems in the back end and the backboards, and everything. So all the politics are all messed up at the club. How could you not love this chaos of the club? I mean, how could you not love it, Ian?
Yeah. Look, Ian, it's putting years on me, man. It's damaging my health for sure. But you know what? At the end of the day, I can't help but love the club. I love the players. I love the club. I love the crest. I love them all. I absolutely love everything about it. And look, sometimes we get taken for a ride over that. We really do. Let's be honest, we do get taken for a ride at it. But look, in life, it's the old saying, you can change your missus, you can change your diet. You know what I mean? You can change your car if you want to. But you cannot change your football club. That's one thing you can't do. It's one of them things in life that you just, no matter what they do, I mean, honestly, no matter what they do to you, you will just accept that and keep loving and keep supporting. It's actually an abusive relationship, to be fair. It probably is an abusive relationship, being a Spurs fan. But look, do you know what? It's not over. I know I've been angry, and I know everybody else, but it is not over yet, guys. We don't win next week against Leicester, it's over. It's over. But we've got to keep going. We've got to keep plowing on. And for me, I'm just going to say it's not over yet. Now, look, guys, really appreciate support, Ian. Really do. I do have to head off. We are going to end it because I do have to head over. I am your host for the We Are Tottenham TV fan show today. So I do have to get over and do that. It is starting very, very shortly. But before we do go, guys, we put the link in here for memberships. And the way I see it, we've got 6,000 subscribers. If every single one of you grab that membership for €5 a month, you will get to come on every single fan show we do, providing you're around. And we will be updating all the perks for the memberships as well and giving you a hell of a lot more. But basically, it just means me and Jack, this is all we'll be doing for life. And this is what we want to do. No one else goes into the tactical breakdowns the way we do it. It's absolutely sick. And look, if you want to support us, the option is there. And we really, really would appreciate it. We are going to...
If you enjoy the stats with Jack, if you enjoy the Kaniki Ansamies, if you enjoy, the pre-match build-ups, if you enjoy the tactical breakdowns after the shows, if you just enjoy the fan shows, if you enjoy, the plenty of other content that we put out there, it's also just a great way of just supporting us. It's like David said, 6,000 of you, if, even just half of you just were to, support us just for €5 a month, really would actually propel this channel a lot further than you think, and really would also help David and I out as well. For Flat Cap Bureau Talk, just going to make it nice and short. Darius and I over from Paxton Road, we went over all the Spurs rumors, all the players that everybody's linked with, like Gavardiol, Sven Botman, the likes of Depay, and said which of these players in each position is maybe the best for Antonio Conte next season. It's a really good discussion. It's almost like a podcast length, like an hour and 20 minutes. So I think you guys will really enjoy it as well. So check it out.
Do. Look, guys, we are going to end it there. I'm sorry we didn't get the win. It's ruined my weekend just as much as yours. Look, I don't know if you want to be put through the pain tomorrow, but we will go back into it, look at it tactically, why we're not getting the ball forward, why we're not creating chances, and hopefully we will have the answers for you guys tomorrow. But until then, stay safe, stay sane. Come on, you Spurs. And in Conte we trust.
In Conte we trust.